Well, it's too late to back out now.
Yeah.
All right.
We're in.
We forgot to decide who sort of kicks this off.
I think
I
you
do.
should.
Me?
Yeah, I was going to say, I do have a thing to write. I mean, I've got an opening statement if you want me to throw it out there, and then you can go on from it if you like. I did write one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna focus your lovely face, and then you
Sure.
take it away.
Sure.
Anytime you're ready.
That's good. Yeah. Or should we wait just a minute for people to filter in, or you want to just start?
Well, it's gonna be a VOD. If people miss
That's
out,
true.
they can come and look at that.
That is very true.
And after your statement, we can just do the little round table. Hello, I'm so and so. So see, we came well prepared.
Yeah.
I have my pile of Roberta gifts ready in case you want me to show off anything.
Cool.
Perfect.
Like Curse of Monkey Island, or the Hero U yearbook, or all the Quest for Glory games.
Yeah, we'll do a show and tell later on. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, take it away, Anna.
All right. So me and a couple of friends here, and you know what? I pretty much call all of these people family by now, but I'm here with OneShortEye, Space Quest historian, Roberta's bro Wix, Joshua from the Adventure Game Hotspot, and myself, Anna, from the CGG podcast. And we're here to stream some Laura Bow under the gentle, watchful eye of OneShortEye, because he's the one that can run through these games blindfolded. And we really want this to be all about Roberta, because Roberta didn't just love Laura Bow. She lived in the world. She made costumes from Laura, from the Colonel's Bequest and the Dagger of Amon Ra, right down to the smallest detail. Like, she sewed these costumes herself. It wasn't even cosplay for attention. It was never for attention with Roberta.
Oh, no.
It was deeply, deeply personal. She loved the character, the mystery, and the elegance of it. And her reach went far beyond games. She had so much respect for all the people who made them. She knew who painted what, who animated which screen, and she'd tell you all about it with total joy. For Roberta, Laura Bow wasn't just nostalgia, it was something sacred, something worth preserving and honoring. And I've been trying to figure out how to put Roberta into words, but she wasn't somebody who fit into any kind of summary. She was layered, hilarious, loyal, intense, and so deeply rooted in the things and the people that she loved. You always knew when you were in her circle. She made sure that you knew it. And everybody here and everybody watching, I know you were in her circle. So we really appreciate you joining us.
Yes, and let's be clear. Roberta would have hated us doing this. She would not.
God, yes.
She would not have appreciated any sort of attention or spotlight shining her way, especially not to this egregious degree. So this is for you,
Would have
Roberta.
been embarrassed.
Absolutely.
She would have been embarrassed, and it would have been the best.
Yeah, it
We would have made her turn bright red and hide her face, and we would have all loved it.
Oh, and I'd have to go, stop crying, Roberta, please. Oh, damn, tears at a drop of a hat, that woman. Yes. So, for my sake, personally, thank you everyone for coming. It's well, it's dire circumstances, terrible circumstances, really. But I'm watching all the output and all the like commiserations and tributes to Roberta. It's very clear that she was as we always told her repeatedly, she was the glue that kept us all together, and even from beyond the grave, she will continue to be. So that was my unprepared spiel. Now I think OSE should take over and do a round of introductions. I'm not good at it.
We can go in order of who we see here. So why don't you introduce yourself first, Matt?
Hi, so I'm Matt, OneShortEye. You may know me from the YouTubes. I make the videos about these old dumb games, and I don't know what else to say. I feel honored to be doing this. I unfortunately did not know Roberta as well as many people did, but you know, even just being in the community at all, you saw her name everywhere, right? You saw her fingerprints and sort of her aura on everything, right? Oh, it's all, Roberta's doing this stream with this person, and oh, Roberta's working on this thing, and even if it wasn't the Roberta show or whatever, you saw her name everywhere. And I'm sad that I didn't get to know her better, but yeah, her fingerprints were on everything. So
Exactly.
that's what I have to say.
All right, pass the mic.
That's you next, I think.
What, me?
Trolls. Yeah,
Oh,
you.
oh shit! I thought I just monopolized everyone's time. Okay. Hi.
Okay.
I'm the Space Quest historian. None of us are here to promote ourselves or anything of that sort. If you don't know my YouTube channel, then fuck it. Who cares? I'm just glad to be here. I would venture as far as to say that Roberta and I were pretty close. Obviously,
Oh,
with Roberta, it was one of those things like you got a message from her, and she would like go on and on about I love you, and it's so good that you're here in our little family. She kept calling it a family, which it definitely was. How I got on her radar, I have absolutely no idea. But she kept like inviting me to things. She was the person who got me to host that panel at PAX and got that whole ball rolling. And she just gave me every opportunity in the world. And I never really got to thank her that much for it, which haunts me a bit.
You
But
did.
she would.
You did.
mhm.
Oh, okay.
She,
Well, that's comforting in a way. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here under somewhat sad circumstances. I think we'll all agree. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it on to Wix Ames.
oh, hi. Okay. Well, hello. I go by Wix, but I also go by Ames. Call me whatever you want. I have 5 million names at this point. I'm Roberta's brother. I loved her to pieces, and I don't know what else to say other than I miss her a lot. And I am just incredibly thankful to the adventure game community. I was here before her, and she's the one who reinvigorated it. And I saw pretty much the entire community rally around her in the last few years, and I just was so blown away and really happy that she actually got to know and experience like how thankful and how loved she actually was. It wasn't quiet, you know, what she experienced. She got to know how much people loved her, and knowing the rest of her life and how difficult it had been, is a big deal to me. So I'm really happy to be here because I get to celebrate her life with some of her best friends and family.
We're very happy to
Oh,
have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
yay.
All right.
Right.
Pass.
Joshua.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
one?
Oh yeah, the first one with the one with the hat.
The one with the hat.
well, the one on the bottom's avatar has a hat too. But
Damn it.
yeah. Josh Cleveland, co-founder and owner of Adventure Game Hotspot and the YouTube channel and such. I've gotten to know Roberta quite a bit over the last 4 years now, well before we opened Adventure Game Hotspot. And we would talk, just about every week. And, our stories are spoken. We've had everything, we've all had our statements and everything. But one thing I will say specifically that I really enjoyed, and something that I wasn't expecting when we first became acquaintances, was that she would message and she would contact so often. And in my life, I'm used to that. Okay, this is business. Like, what do you want? And it became abundantly clear that she wants to make everything work, and she wants a community, and she wants all of us to be part of that community. And when she would say, "I love you," and she'd say it to everybody, at first I'm like, "Wow, this is," but she really did love us. She loved the idea of us being her people, and subsequently that made her my people, our people. My wife and I, like I said, we would talk with her like once a week, and not just about adventure games. And she cared. It wasn't just a matter of, let's have a little how do you do to get to what we need to talk about type of thing. We would talk like significantly. And long story long, she was a wonderful person, deeply, deeply missed. And hopefully we can commemorate her in the way that she deserves.
Yeah. All right. And we have one last Josh. Hopefully he's gotten settled. He's muted, so we know. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Certainly,
can.
yes.
Oh,
Hello,
good.
Josh.
Hello. Hello. I did not know Roberta as well as some of you knew her, but what I knew of her, I loved. And I first met her the same day I met Charles at a party in Seattle. And I have such fond memories of her, how open she was and how enthusiastic she always was. And um, she was always posting these photos of incredible spreads that she was making for the family and friends. And she once paid, I didn't know this at the time, but she paid out of her pocket so that a small developer who shall remain nameless could afford to pay me to consult on their game. And that,
Wow.
Aw.
had I known that at the time, I wouldn't have charged anything because I hate to think that money was coming out of Roberta's own pocket, but that's the kind of person she was.
Yeah.
And I I miss her, and I'm so sad she's gone. And it's nice to be here with other friends that remember her fondly and are doing things for her.
Thank you very much for
Yes.
being here. And this was actually a good one to end on because Josh also put together a GoFundMe for the family, and we have a link in the top. I know it's a bit.ly link, but that's just to make it easier for people to type in since they can't click on it. Trust me, it's not a scam, it's not a spoof. It actually goes to a GoFundMe page. And I would humbly request, at least to everyone watching on my stream, and I'm sure to OneShortEye's stream viewers as well, if you feel the urge to throw money at anyone, please don't do it through Twitch or YouTube Super Chat or anything like that. Just go to that URL and throw money at Vaughn's family instead. We would really appreciate that. Where the fuck did
And
OAZ go into?
I'm sure he'll be back.
Oh, I hope so. I hope his stream didn't crap out. I'm sorry, Josh.
He had
Go
to
ahead.
restart his router.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Roberta was one of those rare people that I trusted right away. It was the moment we met and we hugged back in 2018 at the very first Sierra party that she threw, where we got to hobnob with Al Lowe and also all sorts of people I just never would have thought I would hobnob with, and she felt like a sister to me. We could joke about anything, and at the same time, she's one of those few people I knew I could always be honest with, even in the harder moments. And I always think about how much she packed into every interaction. She had this mix of biting humor, an enormous heart. One minute she'd be happily roasting a game mechanic, and the next she'd be checking to make sure you were okay. And she had strong opinions and strong tastes and strong loyalty, and that combination made her absolutely unforgettable.
Oh,
And I think a lot of us have really seen those deep sides of her over, a glass of whiskey or a cup of coffee in the morning, and some of us have had these really deep discussions where you could really see that passion shining through.
yeah. Yeah. For my sake, when she flew me out to PAX, she not only got me on a plane and stuff, but she also made sure that I got to the airport on time, which is one of my many failings. She sat with me outside the hotel waiting for the Uber to show up just so she knew I was going to get there safe. And she really, and I kept asking her, why me? What the hell did I do? And she would just shrug and go, well, you're family now. This, okay, I guess I'm in. I still don't know what I did to deserve all that, but it was so cool. And it turns out she was like that to everyone. Everyone she sort of cast her eye on in a favorable light. She was like, this person's in. So that
Hey,
was cool.
Trolls.
Yeah.
Can I share a story that might a little bit throw you under the bus in that vein regarding the fanfare?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is another Roberta story here. So we are at the fanfare, and Trolls is supposed to be showing up, but stuff happened. Crap hit the fan, and it was the airport's fault. But he
No, it wasn't.
couldn't make his
No,
flight.
that was
Okay, well, whatever.
That was my fault.
Okay. Well, Trolls is he's messaging us, and we are in an oh crap situation because we are literally already 20 some odd $1,000 over budget for this thing. I'm like, there's no possible way that we could get another ticket last second for him. And her like the queue went off, the button, and Roberta goes and makes it happen. Contacts a bunch of people. I don't know how the money got put together. Did not come from us. It didn't come from, and she somehow organized it and made it happen. We wouldn't have been able to have Trolls there otherwise.
I mean, it was my own damn fault. I can tell you exactly how that happened because I was on the phone with her when it happened. They were people in the Airbnb. That was her, Eric Elsom, and Michael Council, one of my oldest friends. They were all shacking up in that Airbnb, and after they sort of realized I wasn't on the flight, I posted this like really despondent. Oh shit, I missed the flight. Poor Josh Cleveland here is out. I don't know, what was it, 8,000 Danish kroner, I think it was, or something to that. It's a lot. And they called me up and said, dude, why aren't you here? I was like, yeah, well, and then you know, Roberta said, no, we gotta have you here. So she started calling other people. I was on the phone with Michael. Then he hands the phone off to her and starts calling his business partner. Roberta's calling your dad, Ames. It's just going, yeah, we need to check out some money. So basically what happened was Roberta and Michael pooled their money together and got me on the flight. And I've literally had nightmares about like, oh, what did I do to deserve that? But it was great. I wouldn't have made it if it weren't for her.
It wouldn't have been the same without you, quite literally. You know, you hear that expression all the time, but it wouldn't have been the same without you. And I was panicking. She didn't panic. She just made some calls and made that happen. And I can only, you know, not to make you feel bad, I cannot imagine how expensive that last second flight would have been. And that just shows who she is.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
When you're important to her, she will move mountains literally for you.
And she did.
It's just who she was.
And that's just me. Again, I don't want to make this about me. She would do that for everyone. She would go out of her way to make sure everyone was comfy, and she would. And I said this in the Adventure Game Hotspot tribute article. She would launch into these incredibly long-winded spiels about how she just wanted everyone to have a good time. She didn't want any attention. She just wanted to make sure everyone was good. And I'd go, dude, you're working yourself way too hard. Relax, take a breath, sit down. And then she's go, no. We gotta make sure everyone is okay. And I mean, we had a few of those, especially one that I recall very vividly. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning at the Airbnb in Tacoma at the fanfare. And, you know, it was one of those, we've had a good day, let's have a few drinks. And, you know, I'm having a beer, she's having a whiskey, we're sitting on the porch. And we're talking about how, you know, the whole fanfare got put together in a sort of mad dash situation. And she just went into one of these spiels that I was very familiar with at the time, but it just kept going for like an hour. And eventually I just had to sit back and let her finish. Because she would literally just go on for hours and hours about how important it was that everyone got together and had fun. And if she could in some way facilitate that, she would break her legs to get there. And I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not like painting this rose-tinted picture of it. It sometimes got on my nerves because it's like, yes, I've heard this a million times. Would you stop it? But that's it was just on her mind at all times, and that's just the person she was. You're gonna hear that sentence a lot.
Yeah, that's why I kept bringing up how she's like Irana from Quest for Glory, because wherever she went, it was a home. She would make you feel like you were at home.
Yeah.
Didn't matter where.
Yeah. And I suppose at this point we would be playing Lower Bow too, but OneShortEye has somehow magically disappeared. So, I mean, we weren't
You didn't
really
realize
here.
this was a speed run, did you? I
No.
mean, that's a world record. That
Yeah.
was like, boom, done.
Title screen, and we're off. Yeah, but anyway, this stream wasn't really going to be about the game anyway. I'd say the reason we were playing Lower Bow 2, well, we never got past the title screen, but the reason we were going to play Lower Bow 2 is because, like Anna said, it was one of her favorite games, and she would like make costumes, not just for herself. Did she make Lower Bow costumes for other people as well?
Well, she ended up giving her Laura Bow costume to Eric's daughter to wear so she could dress up as Laura Bow to keep it going into the next generation.
Ah, nice. Oh, yeah. So while we wait
That's
for
a-
OneShortEye, there's people in the chat here. We've got Toga Mario from the Space Venture team, who says, "Oh, I was drunk at the Airbnb. Roberta and the other ladies made sure I made it back to my hotel safe." Oh, God, yes, I remember that. That was a good evening. Dave Atkinson says, "Thanks to Roberta, I went to PAX and met many of the crew in Seattle. So sorry to hear of her passing. I think we all are." Yeah. Just a bunch of cool people in the chat here. I don't know. Let's pass the mic. I talk too much.
Well, let me share another story then while we're waiting for Matt to get back in.
Yeah.
Again, this is from something from my perspective regarding the adventure game fanfare. Well, I had a bunch of games that were sent over there, and a bunch of the games that were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Along with some other things for the museum of my own personal collection that I had sent over. I won't go too deep, but somehow those games and the awards and stuff managed to, they were there, but somehow they managed to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Uncomfortably. We'll just leave it at that. However, I will continue with the positive side of that. She ended up sending me a couple games that, in as many collectors, such as me, such as Roberta, she sent me these games and from her own collection, and I was not happy. Like I wasn't. I couldn't. I was very uncomfortable. Like, how could you? Why? Like, why would this is yours? These are yours. It to me, I just couldn't fathom that she would, out of her heart, just something that she admired and that she treasured. She just sent me the games. A couple games that she actually had. And again, I know we're just kind of just building this monument for her, but really these are our experiences with Roberta, and something that we have to respect that kind of a person who would be willing to do something such as that and to care. Leave nothing to question. That you respect and love that person.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not here to like sugarcoat anything or prop someone up on a pedestal who doesn't deserve it. I'm strictly speaking from my personal experiences with Roberta, and there was never a dull moment with her, that's for certain. And she really was the embodiment of generosity. I've got a copy of Tex Murphy Martian Memorandum that she dug up. That's a very hard game to find. And she knew it was the last missing piece of my Tex Murphy collection, and one day she just messaged me and said, "I found a Martian Memorandum for you." I was like, "Oh God, yes!" Because we were going to PAX like a couple of months down the line, and I was like, "Yeah, sure. What do you want for it?" And she said, "No, you can have it. I've got my own." Yeah, but still. And she was like, "No, I found it in a thrift store." So I think she was lying. You don't find a copy of that
she
game.
Just wanted you to have it.
No, she wasn't lying. I wasn't lying.
She really.
She went to thrift stores that often.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I do find big boxes in thrift stores here. And now, what about the story trolls about the infamous Space Quest black box that just vanished? Because that was quite the event, unfortunately.
Oh shit! No, it wasn't the black box. Thank God. But yes, the first black box I ever got was also from Roberta, and she had Pascal. She sent it to Pascal, Big Box Collector, quite famous on the Big Box Collector forum on Facebook.
Nizlu, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Gislev. Sorry, I'm butchering your name, Pascal.
It couldn't be worse than me.
But yeah, she sent it to him, and he sent it over, and I've still got the little note that's in it. It's from Pascal that says, "Roberta wanted you to have this. Here you go, I guess," or something like that. But anyway, yeah, that wasn't the one. Another missing piece in my Space Quest collection was one of the early Space Quest collections.
Right.
Which
That's
is
what it was.
yeah, it's the one where it's only got the first 3 games in it, I believe, and it's got planets bopping over Roger's head. Anyway, she found one, she sent it to me in the mail, and it got lost in the mail, and we were like, first of all, we were really pissed because that was also one of those really hard to find kind of things, and she called up the mail department a bunch of times, asked where she had a tracking number, it never left the States, and eventually it just became one of those, oh god, remember the box? Yeah, it's probably still sitting on the floor in a corner somewhere. Yeah, god, yeah. I think she even drove down to the mail office a couple of times, just going, "Can I look in your back room, guys?" No. Never got there. I found a different copy. I think she even helped me find the copy I eventually got. But yeah, that was the one we kept joking about right up until the end, really.
Well, she was on a quest to find you all of the Space Quest games, much like she was on a quest to find me all the Larry games. And I swear sometimes a month wouldn't go by where I'd open up my front door and there'd be another box of Leisure Suit Larry games, whether it was Utilities or Casino or just Reloaded or the Reloaded t-shirt or something signed, or even Freddie Farkas, and now a copy signed by you, Josh, and Al, one on each side. And all of a sudden it would just, these things would just happen to me, and I couldn't say or do anything about it. She just said, you need to have all the Larry, and that was really important to her. So one of these days I've got to congregate all the Larrys and put them all in a big display, and all, I would say 70% of that collection is simply due to her obsessively looking. And it was funny because about a month ago, randomly at my doorstep, I got a box of the 3.5 discs for Leisure Suit Larry 5. And there was nothing attached. It was just from YouTube, no name. And I was like, where are these from? And I looked in my big box, and lo and behold, it was missing those discs. So apparently at some point in May, she just took it upon herself to go on YouTube and order these discs and have them show up. And I was just like, oh, of course. I mean, there's nobody else in the world that would have sent those to me. So yeah, thank you.
There's a comment in the chat that says that Changa says, "Oh, you're gonna read the same one." Yeah, sounds like she could have even found Larry 4.
Oh, I bet the missing floppies are somewhere, and they're probably in my bookshelf right now, thanks to her.
Welcome back, OneShortEye.
Yeah, OneShortEye.
Sorry, yeah, my internet picked the perfect time to cause issues. So
it wasn't the perfect time. It was the opposite. I call your bluff. Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, Josh. What was on your mind? Nothing, apparently. Good.
Oh, well, it would be nice just to take 1 second just to say with Josh Mandel, you've always been such a contributor to the community, and so much so that we all, you and I and Trolls, all got together with a few other people and even sang the Freddie Farkas song together for Roberta, had a custom written song by Josh that Sarah Kelly sang for Roberta, and it was made into a full-length record and then a smaller version. We ended up calling it Meet the Pixels because a few of us are, there it is, Beatles fans. And I mean, I've never been on a vinyl before, other than if I accidentally sat on one. So this was an absolute privilege and a pleasure.
Just pretend it's not mirrored.
That was so much fun, that project, and the reaction that Roberta had to it was so priceless. I thought, I wish I had a recording of her on the phone as she listened to that for the first time. That was wonderful. Thank you, Charles. That was
He literally called me screaming.
She
She
did.
did.
When
She
she
was
got
just
it.
like, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the phone with her when the package arrived. I'm sure she must have called other people, but I had the great fortune to hear, the box unwrapping and her just going, "What the fuck did you guys do?" Oh, it
Yeah,
was so
exactly.
good. And then she hung up, and
It was the best.
I didn't hear her actually play it, but there's a sticker on the front that says "Play Me," and she kept
Right.
going, "What did you guys do?" And just said, "Oh, nothing."
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing at all.
Giselle asks, "Can we hear the track for Roberta?" Not today. It's kind of up to a lot of people. Well, first of all,
Right.
Mr. Mandel, who wrote the lyrics. Second of all, Sarah Kelly, who sang it. And third, just everyone involved, because it was for her. It's not. We did re-release a bunch of the tracks that are on Meet the Pixels, but there's like stuff like the Freddie Farkas sing along and the the Mystery Hole, as narrated by Mr.
love that.
Mandel, which was recorded live on one of Roberta and Anna's podcasts. Josh reading aloud some of the most salacious material he's ever written. It was great. But that particular song that Josh wrote the lyrics for to Roberta, I think we're going to keep that one to ourselves, unless everyone involved says it's okay, because it was meant for her, and not really anyone else. Sorry. Josh, how did okay, so we can probably reveal that the song starts. This is not really spoiled, but it's because it starts with the phrase, "She likes big boxes and she cannot lie." Now, where did that come from?
God, what I don't know what to say. I want to say this though. If someone wants to hear that song, I'm okay with it. I mean, you need to check with Sarah, but the whole thing wouldn't have come together without you. So, if you give your okay to it and Sarah's okay with it, I'm okay with it. Um, so so I just want to put that out there in case anyone asks in the future.
All
Or
right.
even just the lyrics. If everybody's
Sure.
not okay with it, perhaps we could at least share the lyrics with people so they could kind of get an idea of what it's about, because I know that might help make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine with me too.
I'm okay with it too. I think we should just check with Sarah, because
Of
Yeah,
course, of course.
I agree.
yeah. All right.
Oh, I
So
guess we're going to be playing a game, aren't we, tonight?
oh yeah,
or
right,
today?
right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we were doing something along those lines, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've got Dagger of Amon Ra queued up, which is an amazing game. I just need to refigure some windows here so that people in chat can actually watch this. There we go. Now, we had talked earlier that we were going to leave the voices off just so we could talk over it. Is that still what we want to do?
I would say yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Because
Perfect.
I'm sure.
Should we just watch the introduction then,
Oh yeah.
Sure.
or should we get to gameplay?
Let's do that.
I mean,
Let's
Introduction.
watch the intro. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, a little intro is good.
Sounds
Just
good.
not everybody's familiar, perhaps. Well,
Yes.
most people are here, but
I think everyone here everyone here except me is familiar with the game, which is why we've got Mr. Josh Mandel here, because he co-wrote the game, so he can talk me through it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I learned something today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Game was
oh
written
hi,
by
Josh.
Josh
Yep,
Mandel.
Josh's names are all over the credits. Yeah.
And the other writer
I'll have
is
to take observant off my resume.
Lorelei Shannon, and Bruce Balfour was the
Bruce
designer. And for some reason, and this was news to Josh as well, he's credited as the writer, and Lorelei's credited as additional material by. But according to Josh, they were like 50-50 on it. So that's just,
Right.
Sierra's marketing department at work.
Yeah.
and
There are a
Lorelei
few.
sends.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, Lorelei
I-
actually sends her love. She's doing a street fair today. She did want to be here, but she wants to send her support. Roberta's passing has been very difficult on her. They were very, very close, and so she definitely supports this and appreciates that we're here. She said so.
Yeah.
I was just going to say there are a couple of Easter egg mentions of Lorelei in here. I don't know that we'll get so far as to see them, but There are a couple of places where her name is mentioned. So, all right, I'll just hit the introduction. I have the music turned down too, even though it's amazing because again we'll be talking over stuff. But
Yep.
there we go.
I see a boat. Best game already.
There, yeah. Yeah, music turned down, voices are turned down. We can mess with that as we go. We're here to
Oh, I know that guy.
start. Ken?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Who?
Yeah. Escapes me what he actually did, but I'm sure he was important.
Some guy.
Somebody had to tell people to get it done by Christmas.
I'm kidding, of course. I have immense respect for Mr. Williams, and he's been very, very nice to me. In fact,
Yeah.
I've got a story. Sorry, I'll save the
Go
story
ahead.
for.
Okay.
Ken's a lawyer, apparently, from Police Quest 3.
Yes, he is the lawyer in Police Quest 3. Now, this has to be Josh's
Okay.
writing. That was an amazing line. Yeah, get in this box, asshole. Behold, my glorious diagonal walk cycle.
Yeah. And wonderful rotoscoping.
Oh, yeah.
I checked out the Last Express, and at the very beginning of the game, this guy dies, and you have a choice. You can either put him on the bench, put him on the floor, or throw him out the train window. There's a way to deal with the problem. You just whip him out the window. I'm sure this will be fine.
No
I tell you what,
ticket.
though, with this trajectory, the pathing had to have been very difficult.
Oh, yeah.
With
Like, diagonal walk cycles always look somewhat weird. There's a whole spiel about that as well. Anyway, there's a game. Hello. What a mustache.
brilliant mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's grievous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that got off to a rough start. I'll thrash you within an
Immediately.
inch of your life.
This would be fun to play with voices. I mean,
yeah.
our own voices doing theirs.
Yeah. The guy on the right is supposed to have a British accent, but you can give him whatever accent in your head that you want.
I'll give him a German accent. He looks stern.
There is another character who does have a German accent.
Really? I wonder who it
Yep.
is.
Well, and if I remember correctly, that Heimlich is voiced by Bruce Balfour, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, is this back when Sierra still hired, let's say, in-house talent?
Yeah, actually, so the narrator for this game and the main character and another character named Yvette are all voiced by Leslie Balfour, who I'm
Yes.
assuming is the wife of Bruce.
Yes. A name well
Or
known
I'm
to
not sure if
space-
they were married at the time of that the game was made, but they were. I don't know. Well, they must have been.
Oh,
The last name.
they met as a result of working on the game together.
Okay, that's what I was
Nice.
wondering.
Yeah.
So very
That's
much
cool.
a Jane Jensen, Robert Holmes situation then, eh?
Yeah.
Look at Sierra making things happen.
So cute. Couples
but-
working together. It's what it's all about.
But Leslie was not a Sierra employee, so she was one of the few voices for this game that was contracted outside to bring her in.
Oh, she actually got paid. Nice.
I assume so. Yeah, I hope so. He sure put a lot of work into it.
Oh, yeah. Narrator and main character. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Of course, Leslie is a name well known to Space Quest fans because she was also, I wouldn't say co-writer, but contributed a lot of material to Space Quest 6. Sorry to bring that up, Josh, this early into the proceedings.
That's okay.
Oh, but and infamously, she came up with the tagline "In space, no one can hear you clean," which is just brilliant. And she was co-designer of Space Quest 7 with Scott before that got axed.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, Daddy.
There she is.
Oh, plucky as
She
ever.
does do a great job of acting it. This is like a deep cut, but there's a point where the narrator is reading a note that one of her characters wrote, and so it's an American doing a British accent who in character is voicing her own fake French accent, but making it sound like a British person doing a fake French accent.
Right.
Talented.
That's beautiful. Art.
She does a great job of it.
Man, now I wish I knew the game.
Well, let me tell you, Laura, what could go wrong?
Well, just about
tell
everything.
Tell you in about 14 hours here. Huh?
Oh, and wasn't oh, sorry, that was Lorelei. Lorelei, Josh said briefly in an email, was responsible for coming up with one of the grisly deaths in this game. Not the famous stab through the heart one, but something to do with bugs.
Yes, I'm not
Oh.
100% positive that this originated with Lorelei, but it's the kind of thing that certainly would have appealed to her greatly to know as a factoid and to incorporate into the game. So I can't guarantee that the puzzle started with her, but if it didn't, I'm sure she ran with it and had a lot of fun with it.
Oh
You
yeah.
talking about the Dermestid beetles?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that was Berta's favorite death in the game.
Nice.
It was.
That is a fun one. The sound effect when they eat you up is hilarious too.
All right, guys, so we're gonna have to play a game. What can we fit in our trousers throughout this game? I've got sarcophagus.
Well, I'm not going to choose the scarab beetles. I'll say that.
Wait, what happened? What happened to Laura's face? Did they kind of scrunched it up, or is her head just her hair's kind of shrunk in there? No, not saying anything. I just fear for the rotoscope actor.
So this costume here is the one that we've used in some of the preview pictures. She did this for Roberta did for the adventure game fanfare, and it was meticulously put together from the hair to the styling to the hat, all of it together. And when we got her posing with Leisure Suit Larry, who's Gareth, also from the Hotspot, we had one of the most iconic pictures of all time.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, there's that, and her picture as Laura Bow with Roberta Williams. That is also chef's kisses. Oh, there's a question in the chat for me. Fair and balanced retrospective for Laura Bow. That's going to be down the line. In fact, Ames, Roberta's brother, in the chat here, good boy. Sorry. Very sorry. I respect you immensely. Said that, well, Roberta's favorite game, one of her favorite games also was Quest for Glory 4. And the second you said that, I was like, yeah, okay, Quest for Glory is next on my list. It's, got to do it.
If your chatter does want... Oh, so go ahead.
I was just saying the fourth is her favorite, that's all.
Yeah.
No. If your chatter is interested in a deep dive on it, someone in here has been working on a really long video about this game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's Joshua, isn't it? So yeah,
It's like 3.5 hours.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever made a video longer than 8 minutes because that's just work.
Yeah. I think the longest I did was the 7th guest retrospective, which is like 45 minutes, and I was just like, I was cooked by the end of that. But yeah,
like I now hate this game. I hate this game now.
No, that's the thing about 7th guest, like, because I played it as a kid, so if I truly hated it, I wouldn't have wasted my time. It's like the one thing I cannot bring myself to do is do a video about something I don't really care about. So I did care, but Quest for Glory, and I can say this because I've had numerous conversations with Laurie and Corey Cole. God, okay, not a long story short. Corey Cole was a judge in one of the Adventure Jam game jams. I submitted a game with my friend Torpedo Bear. It was one of the... No, I actually don't remember if it was one of the finalists. But anyway, Corey was in the unfortunate position where he was forced to play it. And he later told me he got about like 2 minutes into it and just threw it out. And was like, I don't care. To which I replied, well, I've never finished a Quest for Glory game, so I guess we're even. And that's sort of become a running joke with us every time we meet. Have you finished a Quest for Glory? No. Did you finish my game? No. So now I'll finally have the upper hand on him. Oh, David Price in the chat asks, Roberta's memorial. I was friends with her on Facebook and even met her once in person. I stopped using Facebook, me too, by the way, and had no idea. When did this happen? Well, fairly
Do
recently.
you all want the timeline?
Just
Sure, if
Okay.
you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that might be helpful just for people tuning in who may not be like totally familiar with
Sure.
the situation.
I'll go through it. I got home on July 2nd, and she was already starting, and went downstairs and tried to get her to be okay, and had to call 911 and had the whole thing, and rode in the ambulance with her, and then she coded when we got to the ER. And unfortunately, somewhere between then and getting her to the main hospital that we transferred her to, either there at the hospital or something, they couldn't get her blood pressure back up, and it just caused irreparable damage to her brain. So and we decided, I think, on the 18th that we'd seen enough evidence that she wasn't able to make it back. So
yeah,
that was when we decided that it was time to let her go. So.
And that is all we're going to dwell on the subject. We're here to honor her memory. And I mean, I've already listened to Roberta cry a bunch of times. I don't need to hear anyone else do it. So I'm sorry. No,
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And folks, I've got a jet. I apologize. As I mentioned, if you guys can help out with the GoFundMe that Josh Mandel has put together on behalf of Roberta and the family, hit that link, folks. And,
Oh, actually, yes. Ron's Computer Videos just donated $5 via YouTube. Thank you so much, Ron. And I probably should have mentioned this. Again, if anyone wants to throw money at this stream on Twitch or on YouTube, OneShortEye and I would humbly ask that you use the link at the top, at least on top of my screen, bit.ly/Roberta GoFundMe, because that money goes to Roberta's family. And Josh Mandel set that up, and I truly appreciate it, Ron. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
we've had several, like 5 donations, I think, just within the last half hour or so. That's got to be people listening to this stream, and thank you so much. I know the family can use it, and hey, it's working. Publicity. Yay.
Publicity.
Well, didn't you used to work in marketing? No, never.
Yeah, I used to work at ad agencies.
Oh God, me too. Me too. I hated it. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
I worked for the company that literally invented ads on Facebook, so me too.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We all got to make money somehow.
Yeah, for those watching my stream, it's in the chat. Nightbot is periodically spamming that out, but it's the very obvious link if you want to go help out with that.
Yeah,
medical bills are no joke. So,
yep, this
being
America.
To give you context, the helicopter ride alone was $42,000.
And that's American dollars. So to me, that's like 7 million in Canada.
And just to be fair, we do know that the insurance will at least cover some of it, but we have no clue how much at all. Like, we have no idea at this point. So
yeah. So we are not here to promote ourselves or Laura Bow for that matter. It's just something to do while we have a conversation. But we are here to promote the injustices of the American medical system. Thank you.
Well, Laura Bow also.
Any of y'all... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Roberta Bow is also not here to prevent any murders per se, but yes, go on.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask if anyone knows what her favorite character is, or who her favorite character is, rather.
In Laura Bow?
Yeah, I know.
If it's not Laura Bow, then
not besides Laura, because it is Laura Bow.
I'm going to guess Olympia Miklos. Because that's my favorite.
That's a good guess.
It's
Anyone else?
apparently wrong. Don't look at me. I have no idea what the game's even about.
I mean, hey, Steve, why not Steve?
Steve.
Also a good guess. Those are definitely in her top 5. It's actually
About, oh, I was going to say maybe Dr. Pippin.
No, she really loves Yvette because
Yvette.
she looked at Yvette and she's like, she's actually doing work, and yeah, she's kind of a slut, but she can get it. You know, that was Berta
Oh,
in a
yeah.
nutshell.
She's had a few
She
affairs
loved
here and
Yvette.
there. Yvette
Yeah.
Delacroix.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Okay. So for those who've not played this before, the Dagger of Amon Ra has been stolen from the Lion Decker Museum, and we've been assigned to report on it. That's the quickest that I can summarize things. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just go through what we have to do, and maybe if there are extra things that are funny, we'll hit on them. But this is just background stuff. One of the things you do definitely have to do is to ask Crodfaller about the flower shop to get to know that it's a speakeasy. He'll tell you that it's because this takes place in 1926 during Prohibition.
I have one question, and it might not be relevant to Laura's case, but she walks like she's a penguin with her legs tied together. How tight is that skirt? What is she just completely immobile under that thing? What is that? What is that walk cycle?
I cannot tell you. We have that. We need to get a baseball. I'm ignoring your question here.
Good.
She was very prim and proper, you know.
Yeah. There's a fun line here about how I can't turn on the voice now, but that the baseball was signed by Bob Ruth, Babe's unknown younger brother, and there's a whole like story here about how Bob was non-violent and wouldn't hit anything with a bat, and it's silly. It's wonderful. This is like what the game is. It's like there's a little bit of historical truth, and then we're just gonna be silly with it. It's wonderful.
Josh?
Bob eventually quit baseball and became a successful psychiatrist.
Josh, this sounds like you. Is this you?
I don't know. It's been so long. I don't remember which lines are mine and which are Lorelei's and which are Bruce's. There's only a couple lines that I remember as mine, and this was not one of them.
Okay, because I noticed during the intro, this is one of those little things that you pick up if you're a complete nerd. There were 2 spaces after a period, but in that message there was only 1 space after a period, and I know you only use 1 space after a period, at least when you compose emails. So that was my. Also, the writing kind of sounded like you, but well, who knows?
Well, Bruce has this wonderful bone dry sense of humor that I think Lorelei and I both felt pretty close to, and had a fairly easy time falling into that rhythm because it was so close to our own senses of humor. So I think the 3 of us, the writing merged really well. You can't tell that it's 3 separate people writing the dialogue. It all sounds like it came from one person, which is as it should be, of course.
Yeah, except for the double spaces after the period. I just saw it again when OSE opened the desk drawer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that.
So what we did, we unlocked the desk drawer. We picked up the press pass, which is actually so you think press pass, it's like a press pass, you're part of the press, but they ran out of real press passes, and so I turned on the voice for this.
Press pass. It reads, press your pants while you wait. Low Fats Chinese Laundry, 5858 Broadway Avenue, New York.
So they ran out of real press passes, and there's that.
Press your pants while you wait.
You wait. And I like, there's a lot of really fun dialogue. I like this joke.
The window overlooks the street, but it's so filthy that it's impossible to see anything clearly.
It's
That is,
so
the
filthy.
window is filthy, not the street. Well, the street is filthy too, but it's the filth on the window that makes the filthy street difficult to see.
Aw,
Two
I love that.
spaces. Two spaces, so that was probably a Lorelei. I'm just gonna assume every 2 spaces is Lorelei.
I have so many saves here. Okay, I think that's all that we really need to do. Yeah, that's all we need to do.
God, Toga Mari in the chat is like, great, now I can't unsee the single double period thing. Thanks, Charles.
Yep.
I know.
Testing.
And interestingly, Jane Jensen also consistently uses double spaces after a period. You'll find it all over King's Quest 6 and Gabriel Knight.
You'll see it in a lot of Sierra games. All right, those who know the game know what's coming. So let's go across the street
and get run over. Oh wait, her gait has become less stilted. Too late. That is an uncompromising position to die in. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is. So the death message is quite literal. It says, if you don't look both ways, you'll be dead in no time flat. So yes, you actually have to use the eye icon.
Oh God.
Oh no,
There are no cars coming from this direction.
And look both ways to make sure that there are no cars coming.
Are you kidding?
And then you can go across the street.
What is this, a police question?
Roberta and I came up with a joke for this death.
Yeah.
We always said, wow, she must not have gotten enough sleep because she just got tired.
Yeah. I mean, damn.
Sorry, we grew up on Sierra games. What do you expect from us? Not to say puns?
Absolutely.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, here, I forgot to turn off the dialogue.
Don't bother me, lady. I'm sleeping.
Oh, it's always fun to try and pick out Sierra employees when they do bit characters in games. I don't know who that was. The first line, I thought it was actually Josh, but no, the second part didn't sound like Josh.
Okay, let's see here. We don't actually.
Cause
we don't have to do anything here. Oh, hold on. This I love. Hold on. Both. Now, we could talk to the desk sergeant, but for just the way that this guy delivers this line.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, it's not my precinct.
Like, what is that line reading? Sorry.
Sorry, it's not my precinct. It's like Kermit the Frog wandered onto set.
All right. We could go back and meet Detective O'Reilly. Do you want to go meet him? We actually don't have to.
We do have somebody in chat asking the question, do you have to look left first in the UK edition?
Fred,
you know?
God damn it, Fred. That's so Fred from the Backseat Designers. We nitpick games for a living. Actually,
I love the Backseat Designers. I went, actually Mick gave me a copy of all of the original episodes and I was able to stumble my way through them. And I don't even know when I have laughed so much. You guys are an absolute blast together. And the newer episodes, when they do come out rolling in, I'm always very, very excited for it.
Oh, we should do one. We should do one soon. We've been kind of preoccupied.
You guys should. Yeah, I know, of course. But when you get back into it, just know you have a very, very firm fan base, and we're very excited to get more episodes.
There's at least one person listening. Oh, I know two, actually, because I played The Drifter very recently by Duz on drums. What the hell are they? Oh, a Powerhoof. And in the end credits, there was a thank you to Backseat Designers, and I was like, boy, when he made this game, we hadn't done an episode for like 4 years or something. Like, what? Okay. But yeah, cheers. Cheers, Duz.
So we got a coupon from a newspaper, and we pick up a sandwich.
Goddamn, best game ever. Please tell me you can pick up a bucket later in the game.
No, there's no bucket.
Worst game ever.
There is a persistent myth that if you eat the sandwich, it's a soft lock, which sounds like a Sierra thing to do. But that's a mistake, because actually, if you try to eat it, it explains that Aura is a vegetarian and you can't eat the sandwich. So a little bit of character there.
Nice.
Let's see here. Also something, and this should work. So the look both ways thing. Not a lot of people know this, but once you look both ways, you can cross the street indefinitely until you go back inside. So you can kind
Oh.
of go back and forth forever until you go like back in. Sure, why not?
Yeah, this is kind of like that thing where a lot of people who play Day of the Tentacle don't know that you can transfer objects in time by simply clicking the item on the person's portrait in the bottom corner.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's like this retrospective article by I think John Walker, who wrote that the only thing he really hated about the game was that you had to make that long trek back to the Chronojon to flush items to the other person, and then Richard Cobbett went in and went, actually. And there's this retraction in the article that went, I'm a complete idiot.
So Chris in chat asks, did Sierra HQ actually have a recording studio, or were the mics just pushed in front of people's faces at their desks?
Well, someone here knows.
That's great. Yes, we had a small recording studio. So it wasn't quite that down and dirty as pushing the microphones in at people's desks, but it was close.
I can picture that. Here, it's your turn. Do the voice. Which one? Just look at the picture. See the thing? Do the voice. Let's go. Let's go. We got a deadline here.
I actually have a fondness for the early Sierra, fine, let's just get Bob from accounting to do a voice kind of thing. Space Quest 4, obviously, damn, that is good. There were some really talented people in there who, you know, they were employed to do one thing, but it turns out they were actually really good actors as well. Barry T. Smith comes to mind, who is just hilarious. Like, if you've ever seen the current Inside Copy mockumentary in the Space Quest collection, he's the dude with the microphone running around interviewing people, and he's also the Hurt So Good bot in the Galaxy Galleria. He's just so funny. And then, of course, Mr. Mandel here, again in Space Quest 4 as the Monolith Burger manager. And he's like, that voice has gotta hurt, but so good.
So speaking of voice acting, this is also Josh here, and I did have a question. I'll ask it after he talks.
Sure. No, go ahead.
Yeah. So his voice. I'll turn the volume up so people can hear.
That's
For
just the music
whatever
volume.
reason, is that just the music volume, or is that both?
That is just the music volume.
Are you sure?
That's how Sierra games work. The volume control only does music. Sorry.
Speech volume up.
Good morning, miss. I'm Steve Dorian.
So his voice is pitch shifted down. So Josh, why did they do that?
Bruce he knew in his head what he wanted Steve to sound like. And we were in the recording studio, and he kept saying to me, yeah, but do it lower. And I went as low as I possibly could. And he was saying, no, lower still. And I just couldn't. So he said, oh, that's okay. We'll fix it in post.
I'm just gonna ask real quick. In what type of voice did he say lower?
Oh, he used his Bruce voice.
Right.
I'm not sure. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to add to it.
I stumped you.
I will mention that I did the voice of Crodfaller Rhubarb, and if I remember correctly, I mean, it's been 30 years since I heard it, but if I remember correctly, the model for that voice I used was Andy Rooney, the guy who used to do editorials on 60 Minutes and complained about everything and didn't like anything. And so I think that's me doing an imitation of Andy Rooney, if I remember.
Well, my co-host on the podcast, Paul Corman, was absolutely certain, Josh, that you did the voice of the taxi driver. But I guess you didn't do that voice, or do you know who did?
I'm not sure. I would have to hear it. If I heard it, I would certainly know if it was me.
I would love to know.
We can hear it in a second.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to. I just want to hear more of this pitch shifted down voice. Because, I don't know.
That's where Mr. Carter's Egyptian crates were going. Nice place. Ever been there?
Why
So sexy, Steve.
why did his voice need to be so low? He doesn't look like.
Sounds like a formal party. What will it cost to get in?
Hi, I'm real sexy.
I'm covering it for the
I think he needed his own spin-off.
Yeah.
I thought the museum was closed today.
Give this guy his own
It
game.
is, but the party isn't till 7 o'clock tonight.
The party.
Sounds like fun. Enjoy yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work.
See, if you ask him, you can ask him about everything else, but if you ask him about the museum, he walks away for some reason.
Oscar.
Now, here's the
Oscar.
taxi driver. Actually,
Greetings,
yeah.
madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency.
I'm gonna say no. That's not Josh. Am I right?
Does that sound right? I don't know.
I'm actually not
Sorry,
sure.
madam, but the taxi control board doesn't allow me to hold long discussions with passengers.
That does
except
kinda
by
sound like me.
instruction.
It
It
does?
does kind of sound like you. I think
Yeah.
it does. Yeah.
Darn it.
It might be. I think it
Might be
is.
you. I think
Yeah.
it's you.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I'll look it up
We
right
couldn't
now.
find it. Yeah, but actually, if you could, because yeah, we were looking for it. We couldn't find it.
Sorry, stream.
Anyway, let's go to Low Fats Laundry. Oh, there's all sorts of little historical things too, like the sets. Have you read that new book by Carl Sandburg? And you know, there's all the characters mentioned stuff that was happening in and around 1926. And
And nowadays, that would make us Google, but when the game came out, it would make us go to the library and try to figure out what the heck they were talking about.
Library, what the hell is that? Okay, so I know this isn't probably not accurate, but according to IMDb, Josh Mandel did the voice for Steve Dorian, and then there are 3 dots next to him. Steve Dorian, Rocco the taxi driver. Damn, it is you.
There it is. It's you. It's you.
And you're also
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. You're also credited as Rex the talking dinosaur, and now I can't wait to
that's
get to that
right.
part.
There's a
Yes,
talking
that was fun.
dinosaur.
That was based loosely on the talking bear that Oakhurst was famous for.
Yes. Rawr, let's talk real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
God, for some reason that's stuck in my mind.
So here we're trading the Bob Ruth baseball for a magnifying glass. This is one of the things that we have to do because we need a magnifying glass for later.
I mean, how can you be a detective without a magnifying glass?
Exactly. So, oh yeah, they're currently using the magnifying glass to kill ants on the sidewalk. So
Not a lot of
there's a little
entertainment in
bit
the
of
20s.
a little bit of back and forth.
One of them is named Tubby.
One of those. Now we need to hear Tubby here and see Tubby.
Please.
Tubby's one of my favorite
Place
characters
it in your purse.
Oh.
that almost nobody ever interacts with. Let's see here.
Now, perhaps you'll
Oh yeah, no,
have
not this
Well,
one.
go ahead.
There's a big running gag where he talks about things his parents won't let him do. Like,
Pardon me, ma'am. My parents say I'm not allowed to let other people touch me.
Okay, I gotta look up this voice.
okay. And then if you ask about any people, he'll say,
I'm sorry, ma'am. My parents say I'm not allowed to talk about other people.
Did they really say that?
I don't know.
and then if you ask him about places,
I'm not supposed to talk about places I haven't been to.
He's just
Sure
a
you're
mama's
telling me
boy,
the
ain't he?
truth.
Yes, ma'am. My parents say.
What the fuck?
and then if you ask him about stuff that you're carrying,
Sorry, lady. My parents say I'm not supposed to talk about anything.
They're very restrictive, aren't they?
That's kind of what I asked them, but they said no.
What the
I don't know
fuck?
why it makes me laugh so much, but it
What
does.
the fuck? Also, interestingly, Tubby is not credited on IMDb. So we don't know. Nope.
Mm.
Tubby is a mystery.
He is definitely a mystery.
And he's definitely not an adult male pitching his voice up.
Oh, I like this
I'm sure
line.
a lot
If
of people.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure a lot of people do it, but Roberta and I used to always make the "you pick it up and place it in your purse" joke every time she put something in her purse.
Oh,
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Every time
Bottomless
when we were
purse.
living together.
There's
Yeah,
some fun
she
stuff
had
here with
one.
Oh, nice. There's some fun stuff here in the background. I like this one. If you try to chat with the lanterns, it says the lanterns are under strict instructions not to talk to reporters. The game's just full of this stuff. It's so wonderful.
Oh, that is good.
We
Now-
don't have to go. Oh, go ahead.
I know that's not a Josh Mandel line because it was short and to the point. Oh God, I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry.
No, it's fair. Perfectly fair.
No, actually, some of the best lines in Space Quest 4 are also short, to the point, and very Mendelian.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
like
is
Freddy
Mandelian a
Farkas.
new word? I like that.
That's a great one.
Oh,
yes.
there's a term going around in adventure game developer circles. It's called Mendelian design, and it
Richard
Ooh.
Cobbett started that.
Yep, and it's still being used. It refers to click events specifically. That everything you click on must have a unique description. Inventory on inventory action, look, talk, anything you click on must have a unique description. Generic responses are frowned upon.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah. There's a very weird death here where if you wait, you can trigger it by either waiting on this screen for 4 minutes, 4 whole minutes, or this is the speakeasy, or if you give the speakeasy bouncer your press pass, he'll
Or
take
just
it.
waves in front of the mail slot.
Yeah. So he'll
The first
take
time
it,
we played,
and then this
the
guy will
first
come
time
up.
Berta and I played this, we accidentally waited too long because one of us had to go to the bathroom. So we saved it at a point where it was like you couldn't leave the screen without getting murdered, and we had to restart. It was like the first time we played this.
Oh,
Mhm.
I've done that tons of
Oh.
times. That was the most gentle stabbing I've ever seen. He just caressed her with that knife almost.
Very sensual.
Very sensual stabbing.
There's a secret word here, Charleston.
Fun dance.
God, I love that door opening sound. Oh, here we go.
Here we have some Lorelei.
Wait, Laura Shannon did the voice? The
Or
singing?
wait, who? Well, I'm not sure for sure. Did she? I thought she did.
Jane
I'm not
Jensen.
sure if she did. but
Speakeasy
I'm
for-
Oh,
pretty-
Jane Jensen? Okay.
Yeah, Jane Jensen, I think, was rotoscope as that character dancing on stage.
Oh, okay. So she probably did the voice too then. It's adorable. It's very Betty Boop.
I have
She
to.
does.
yeah.
I know for sure she does the voice of the flapper in the bathroom.
All right,
we'll get to that in a second.
sorry. Yes, because there's a credit on IMDb that says Speakeasy Flapper. I don't know what a flapper is. Hashtag second language. So I assumed it was the singer. I'm sorry.
Well, the singer's a flapper too.
What the hell is a flapper?
Right? You see it. An actual here.
Yeah, go look that up. This is Ziggy, the criminal informant. One thing that we have to do that's sort of a trigger to progress is that you have to talk to him. And what he'll say is, "I don't talk to strangers." And then, let's see, what
You
does
should have
I
said
have to
my
do?
parents said
There
I
we go.
shouldn't talk to strangers.
So you try to
So-
talk to him, and he asks you, "Well, who sent you?" Right? And you're supposed to do
Mhm.
crowdfall rhubarb. Technically, you don't even have to select that. You can just like leave and then never talk to him. But we'll give the right answer.
Good.
Oh, and then you're like, "What do you want to know?"
A flapper was a young woman in the 20s who defied norms. So she'd have the knee-length dress, a fringe of beads, makeup, and they smoked, they drank during the Prohibition, they danced to jazz music, they'd use the jazz hands and talked frankly about sex and independence. So they'd often be found in speakeasies. It was kind of like a cultural shift.
Right, punks of the 20s.
Very much.
Yeah,
I like
they
how
also
it-
were often around queer people in general back then too.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, they'd be the new woman, so they would embrace all of that, and as well as embracing education and work in a world where it wasn't really something that the women would generally do. So very open to all aspects, in much earlier than any other societies would have been.
I like him.
Gotcha. I like how you can talk to the bartender, and he'll ask if you want a drink, and you'll say no, which is in keeping with her character, actually, because in the first game, if you try to grab a drink, she'll say that she doesn't drink. But also, I don't know how safe it would have been in the 20s to say that you don't drink when you're inside an illegal speakeasy.
Like,
So it kind of risky, Laura, but...
You're a cop, aren't you? Oh, sorry. Quickly, there's a YouTube comment in for Cogent Bet. SQH, did you know there's a way to get killed outside the speakeasy? We just saw the gentle caressing of the knife. And also, I'm not the one playing. OneShortEye is. If it was me playing, we never would have left the first room.
Hiya, dollface.
There we go.
Looking for a good time?
That is Jane Jensen.
It's almost the same voice as in Space Quest 4. It's almost the same voice as Maybot.
Yes, yes. She has one voice. But it's a nice one. Why can't I say yes? Because my options are not right now, but thank you for asking, or you must be referring to somebody else. My name is Laura and not Dollface. And I can't say that yes, I am looking for a good time.
Not that
we'll do the not right now, because that at least leaves the door open later.
It's your loss, Toots. I'll be right here if you change your mind.
It is totally Maybot. The only difference is Maybot is even more nasal. That's it. It's the same voice.
Oh, yes. Touch me again.
Jane, behave.
Touch me again.
Anyway, we can't do anything here right now. Although I think
Roberta's favorite minor character.
It wouldn't be wise.
Oh yeah, because you're in a bathroom. Oh.
Jesus.
A little cramp.
Where is it?
It wouldn't be. So that's what a germ looks like.
Oh, good.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yes, hello.
Do you know who Zelda Fitzgerald was?
Yes.
That was yeah.
She was considered America's first flapper.
I have an Ella Fitzgerald record. I don't normally listen to jazz, but Ella is top tier.
No, Zelda Fitzgerald.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Ella. I thought.
No.
My apologies. No.
That's confusing.
Sorry.
No, that's the wife of the Fitzgerald that wrote Great Gatsby.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, no, I did not know that, and now I do. Thank you.
We are here to learn.
What is up with... I know you got the speed cranked up, which is always funny in Sierra games, but what the fuck is up with that walk cycle? There's like 3 frames that she's just flapping in the wind.
All right, so we did the 3 things. Okay, we went to the docks, we have the baseball, and then we talked to Ziggy, so we should be able to get the dirty taxi.
Dirty taxi.
If I did this right.
Oh, you know what? I just finished playing Police Quest 4, and I will say the only other walk cycle that's funnier than this one is definitely Detective Carey in Police Quest 4. God damn.
So we actually do have to say that no, sir, I love riding in filth. Will you take me for a ride? Because we need to dig through the garbage.
Yeah, I'll take you for a ride if you got the dough or if you can prove you says a report.
So this is a different cab driver, by the way. I like this narrator line.
Since garbage holds a certain fascination for you, you plunge your hand into the debris.
Ooh, you plunge it into the... God.
So this over here you can't move. But this, you can. It's a little, move stuff around. And then, what is this here?
Although it's old and hard to read, it looks like a laundry claim ticket with Chinese characters on it.
Incidentally, unless this taxi driver is also Josh, he is not credited. At least not on IMDb.
Bob the taxi driver?
Bob.
No, that is definitely not me.
Yep.
There are no...
Also,
there are no cars coming from this direction.
I gotta point out the voice compression Sierra used on these old games. For some reason, they're like capped really low on the high frequency. Like everyone's talking like has a really massive lisp, and I've always been super fascinated with that. It's like, why did they do it like that? Even as far up as Gabriel Knight, they still had this really lo-fi kind of voice. It's not a really question.
This is low fat.
What kind of
I like
compression
how-
did they do on it?
Oh, that's a good
On the
question.
voices.
As hard as humanly possible.
Is it Pippin? Okay, so one of the characters is named Pippin Carter, so we can ask this character about it. But then he makes I don't know. We'll see here.
Does the name Pippin
I like
mean
this.
anything to you?
Yes. Pippin Longstocking. My little girl read a book about her. Very funny. Freckles, red hair.
I don't think that's the same name.
Oh dear.
No? I thought it was Longstocking. Maybe not.
Little Pippi Longstocking joke.
I don't.
Oh, you know, we
actually-
may.
I don't actually know who Robert Lindsley is in the context of.
We don't really.
Programmer.
Programmer.
That's it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
This
So
is
we-
this was before it was
Good.
uncool. Just have to put that out there.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to give the laundry claim ticket because even though we haven't been there yet, 'cause there's something there to do. The museum is closed. We could have taken a taxi right to the museum, but I didn't take us there because it's closed anyway. But you need formal attire to attend the ball tonight, and so we actually need a we need a dress that is fancier than this outfit.
One
as
we can
stylish
actually
as that is.
one we can actually walk in.
This claim ticket 2 years old today.
No guarantees.
You very lucky woman.
I really like the art style with the background with all this like black space and stuff. It's really interesting, especially the speakeasy where it just looks like there's a giant hole in the floor.
Actually, this isn't mine at all. I found this claim
I'll
ticket
have something to
just
say on
a
that in a
little
second
while
ago,
ago.
or in a second.
I'd feel badly if somebody would have come back for this.
This was one of the few games where there was an actual artist who was the inspiration for all the artwork. And the artist's name in real life was J.C. Leyendecker. So Bruce named the museum after him. But if you look up J.C. Leyendecker, you will see artwork that will immediately make you think of this game.
And I shall do so right now.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of nice use of negative space, and you can. There's one in particular where you can really see like the inspiration for Laura's teal dress, I think. But a lot of it just it looks like this. It's awesome. Though I do, when I play this on stream, I do sometimes get people asking, "Why is there no background?" Well, okay, that's it's not missing. It's like an intentional thing.
Most of the images that are coming up.
Artistic
Oh, sorry. Most of the images that come up are on sort of a white background. So I'm gonna.
A lot of them were on white backgrounds. I can send you stuff later if you can't.
It is really. Yeah, I'm looking at a few. My stream can see it. People on OSE stream can't right now. But I think we get the picture. Quite literally.
Yeah. Before you get the dress, if you talk to Low Fat at this point with that, she'll basically ask like, "Do you work here?"
I was just wondering, do you
Anyways, it's not that interesting. But only after you get the dress, if you ask him this twice, he'll say this.
You back again? Love that thinking you have hots for his body. busy man. What you want now?
This little sort of Easter egg, I guess.
Oh, by the way, I just gotta mention, Roberta would have loved this. Us like sitting here, playing one of her favorite games and just nitpicking it to death, and finding all these cool little like hints, secrets, tricks, Easter eggs. She was all about that. I mean, I'll bet Ames, she must have played this like a million times and clicked every hot
Oh yeah,
spot.
we played it a million times together. We played it with my grandma.
Nice.
Secret word.
My grandma was super into Egyptology and stuff. So when this came out, she had to have it. And so we brought it to her when we went and visited one summer and just sat down and played it all together.
I remember like trying to impress Roberta with you know, stuff that you could do, like little Easter eggs, like OneShortEye is showing here, and she was like, "Yeah, I know, isn't that great?" And it's like, you knew about that? Fuck. Okay.
Yep.
You know, it was always amazing to me how much Roberta figured out, her and you as well, Ames, together, because I know you guys played a lot of these games side by side, and she'd be like, actually, we figured out that secret all by ourselves, or, you know, we figured out that was the thing to do, and she said it was just literally hours and hours and hours of just trying things all over the place, and a huge part of her memories from growing up were just figuring out all these intricacies of the games.
To be fair, like 90% of it was her, because she used to be the one driving it when I was young. So like, especially this game, she was obsessed with it, and she was the one who figured everything out. I was like, I don't know, 8 when we first played it, or maybe even a little younger. So I had no idea what was going on.
I remember one time I tried to stump her, and I said, "Oh, there's a secret message in Space Quest 2. You've probably never seen it because it's really dirty." And she was like, "It's the fuck dead body one, isn't it?" Oh.
Yeah.
How did
She found that.
Yes, she did.
Yep.
She found that when we were kids.
And I have to question what mindset she was in at the time. Because the only way
This
we
was Roberta.
Yeah. Oh god. There's a K Moody 85. Wait, what? I don't know.
Do we need to tell us? No.
Ames, why don't you tell us?
It's you can try to say "fuck dead body" on the corpse of one of the simian guards that kidnap you in Space Quest 2.
Yep.
And it calls you a sick freak or whatever.
Oh, it says the only other person who would try that is Mark Crow. So it's one of those 4 a.m. things that Scott put in, and Mark wasn't aware of it until...
Get it in there.
So that was funny. Like, when they were doing the Kickstarter for Space Venture, they played through all the Space Quest games on stream with Chris Pope moderating the chat. And he had a hell of a time when they played Space Quest 2, because the chat just went, "Fuck dead body, fuck dead body."
Oh, God. So I paused here because I want you to appreciate how Jane Jensen says Salvation Army.
Nice body. But where did you get those clothes? Salvation Army?
It's like,
Salvation Army?
There were 2 question marks in that sentence.
And then, what happens if you try to take this? No.
The partition is bolted to
Oh yeah, so you leave your clothes there.
You've also decided to leave your old clothes.
Okay, we just broke my chat's mind.
Unfortunate should come along who needs them more than you do.
Oh, nice. Well, we just broke my chat's mind, so even Toka Mario, who is a programmer on Space Venture, didn't know about fuck that body. And yes, Scott had to apologize to Mark on stream, because that was the day Mark found out about it. So anyway, yes, that is absolutely true. He for what like 30 years or so, he had no idea that line was in there.
It's beautiful. Really nice having you play through this with all of your knowledge of the game, considering you've been obsessively fine-tooth combing this game for such a long time. It's kind of a bit of a preview of some of the really cool information. I know it's not a plug, we're not plugging, but it does make me hyper excited to see the whole video when you put it all together, because I'm going to be thinking of Roberta the whole time as well. And I really appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
Just a couple of things here. I don't know why I like this message. If you try to touch the trees, it feels like a tree. Wait, hold on. We need to hear how the narrator says that.
Please.
It feels like a tree.
A tree. That's how I feel about trees.
Just like she's about to break into song.
There you go.
I will.
Now, the other thing, and this is going to be a question for Josh. So normally, when you click on the Sierra logo here, it gives you like a thanks for playing the game, and here's the hint hotline, and here's some credits. But in Act 2, in all of Act 2, you get this.
There is not enough memory available right now to show the About screen.
And we have like the decompiled code, and there's no memory check. It just says if it's Act 2, don't do that. And I'm wondering, I would not expect you to remember, Josh, but do you have any idea why that would be?
It's even voiced. Holy shit.
I have a suspicion. My suspicion would be the movable garbage in the back of the taxi. That's the kind of thing that often blew memory out on Sierra games. And since that's the act where you have to do that, I'm wondering if maybe that's the sinkhole that memory went into.
Interesting. Okay. I was wondering if it might have been like the amount of people at the party too. Again, I'm just totally guessing, but we were going to go into the party and there's a bunch of views. There's a lot of people, and I don't know if that messed it up too.
It could very well be.
Yeah. I remember Space Quest 4, once again, the bargain bin in the software store is the most memory intensive screen in the entire game. In fact, it's why they had to cut out 2 parody boxes that Josh wrote that are hilarious, that are also voiced in the game, but they had to cut them out because every time the Sierra testers went into that bargain bin and started moving boxes around, the whole thing would just shit itself. So the whole moving things around.
It was the same thing with the pharmacy workbench in Freddy Farkas. That we had memory issues with that screen right up until we shipped.
Oh Jesus! And that's the copy protection screen as well.
Right.
Yeah, good times. Yeah, anything you can move and place and move around and place again, SCI just shits the bed. It does not like that. So my money's on the which you gotta wonder why it doesn't just say that on the screen where you can actually do that. I would imagine that's a 4 a.m. program. I think it's just fuck it, just disable the about screen. Who cares? I wonder why the about screen though, because that's just a series of text boxes. Why?
It's a series of text boxes, but it also does have some of the views of some characters on it too.
Oh, so if
but I have no idea. Like it'll.
All right. Let's see. That does make sense.
Do you want me to show you? Oh. Here, hold on. We're gonna restore till I just saved it there. What's like an early one? Hold on. We will figure this out super quick. Here, this is Act 1. So it'll have like if you're enjoying it, blah blah blah. Here's the support line.
Yeah.
But then it'll also have like the little sprites too. Like in little cutesy little names: Chief Cattle Prod Operator Bruce Balfour. CD producer. I like that one. CD. You get it. CD. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know if this is widely known or not, but Dan Carver is Lorelei's husband.
Yes.
Oh.
And I actually at that Sierra party that I met you for the first time, Josh, and that Roberta invited me to, which was just one of the most magical nights of my life. Lorelei was there with Dan, and because Dan is credited, he's also credited in Space Quest 4 as the CD producer. I asked him point blank, whose genius idea was it to introduce all those timer boxes in the CD? And he just threw up his hands and went, "Not me." Sarah Kelly in the chat, thank you so much. You just threw 20 USD at my super chat. I really appreciate that. I kind of wish you would have thrown that at the GoFundMe instead. Now I have to give Ames $20.
You know what? We'll do this here. Why not? Just because we're showing off stuff.
But hey, Sarah, since you're here, we were talking earlier about the song for Roberta that's on Meet the Pixels, the record we did for Roberta. And there was someone in the chat who asked, can we hear the song? And we were like, we're not quite sure about that. We'd have to ask a lot of people. But Josh says he's okay with it. Anna says she's okay with it. I'm fine with it, but we would not dare do it unless you're also okay with it. And don't worry about the GoFundMe thing. I'll just swing Ames $20.
So we're in the gift shop here. There are a number of again, the game just full of funny stuff. I don't know why I like this one. This is a nice little story. The purple pottery.
This is a replica of the pottery made by the Wheeze Neck Indians of southern Ontario. All their pottery was purple because they believed that moose are terrified by purple things. They used to set the purple pots all around their campsites to ward off potential attacks by angry moose. It didn't work.
That's why Paul Corman is so scared of moose. It makes sense now.
Oh, I love that. Oh, and I also know it's not a Josh Mandel line for two reasons. First, it has the double space after the period thing. And two, Josh would not put a punchline in a second text window. At least I don't think so. It's more of an Al Lowe thing. You would have the punchline in the same descriptive text.
So we have a bunch of daggers here. These are all gift shop daggers, and it's small, so it might be hard to see if you're on your phone or something. But this says "Made in Pittsburgh" on it. The dagger shows Pittsburgh high degree of craftsmanship. You can look at every single one of these.
Are they all individual hotspots?
They are all individual hotspots, except for
lovely.
Okay, not that one. See that one. So maybe the Made in Pittsburgh is just on the other side of it because it's missing here for some reason.
Oh dear.
And that is the trigger for you to get kicked out of the gift shop.
That is
whoops.
that is so that is an advancement. Holy God. Okay, Graham Chapman just joined. That is the worst pixel hunt I've ever seen, and I've played Tex Murphy games.
It's pretty bad, but. Yeah, you have to look at every single one of these, and yeah.
Oh God, I wish I was voicing this character. Please rejoin the party now, or I will be forced to injure you. Heil.
That's pretty much how Bruce voices it. That's pretty much. Okay, so we could interrogate a bunch of characters here, but I am not kidding you. What, like on stream for the video I was working on, I asked every single character about everything, and it took an hour, a literal hour. It's long. So what you have to do to like advance time is that, so there's like 5 people here. There's like 3 screens in this party thing. And sometimes when you walk behind, you'll get like a little eavesdropping scene. I love Laura's little, portrait there. And you learn some about the characters. And all that, it's fun, whatever. There's like 14 conversations you can hear. Now the reason I did this, so
hang on a minute. Shank is in the chat. It's the cover of Deluxe Paint. If anyone's ever, never mind. Go on.
D-Paint, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a conversation we have to have with Steve, and I did it earlier than you normally do because there's a funny graphical bug if you do it this way. So there's Steve, and he kind of, as my chat says, he kind of walks like RoboCop.
Yeah, what the hell is up with that walk cycle?
But anyway, whatever.
Luscious hair.
We met at the docks, and he put blah 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 blah. There's story stuff that What's funny too is if you don't talk to Steve at all, he still acts like he knows you. But basically, he's an art student and he's poor and he couldn't afford the whole tuxedo with the shoes, so he just got the tuxedo, and he's in love with us. And so we have this is almost like straight out of a Lion Decker piece. This scene.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say, he's got a jaw like a solid brick.
Yeah.
Well, it gives him that
Josh.
deep voice. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Roberta was not one for like romance stories, but she really loves Steve.
Really?
A lot.
Okay.
She did.
It's
like
so cute.
This big dumb guy walks up to you and is just like, "I'm sorry, I've fallen for you at first sight," and he's just this big lovable idiot, while Laura's this incredibly intelligent reporter, and Roberta just was absolutely obsessed with like how that relationship panned out, and I don't blame her because it's so cute.
I mean, look at her. Look, she's already making pouty lips at him.
Yep.
Or
Aw.
either that, or she's narcoleptic and about to fall asleep.
Anyway,
So
they have a long conversation.
The dress that she's wearing here is the other dress that Roberta had created, and this is the
Mhm.
one that she gave to Eric Elsom to give to his daughter to wear as a costume. And it was, again, meticulously put together and hand sewn so it could look exactly like the original. So she didn't go out and, you know, buy this costume. She made this costume from scratch, and it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, she did a bunch of she sent me pictures of costumes she'd made. She made two guys from Andromeda costumes for, I can't even remember who it was. It was like someone in her family, I believe, like cousins or something. And she made like Star Trek costumes for people who were into Star. She just loved doing that stuff.
Always. She dressed me up as the Avatar from Ultima once. Lots of things like that throughout my whole life. I uploaded some stuff in the chat of the Quest for Glory 2 outfit she made me.
So perfect.
And they were good. It's not like, wasn't like amateur or hey, I know how to work a sewing machine kind of thing. She went really. Laura, have you heard of taking it slow?
No, apparently not.
Jesus.
And then we could get back to that story in a second, but the whole reason, if you do it early, like as early as possible, Steve will stomp all over everybody who's still here. You just he'll like stomp all over these people.
Oh my God, Steve is
Oh my
phased
Wow.
through reality.
Wow, Steve.
I have to wonder what
go
the
ahead.
motion capture actor was, not motion capture, rotoscope actor, what he was thinking at the time. He was like, I'm going to walk with every inch of my body.
Ryan, I'm having the hardest of times keeping
This
my
is a
eyes
vet.
off you.
I want to talk to her
Not
though.
here, Yvette. There's too many
The
people.
joke is that she sleeps with
They're
everybody.
not important. You,
Anyway,
the
blah blah
What about
blah.
that
And of
girl?
course,
She's
she's
a
French.
She's French. Oh, no, I wanted to ask her a question. Where'd she go?
God damn it,
I'll be
Yvette.
right back.
Where'd you go?
I love cranking
she's
the
here.
speed slider on Sierra games, especially because it doesn't really seem to affect other characters walking at speed. It just means the main character is just having this fit going across the screen. It looks beautiful.
I think it's this line that I like.
This speakeasy, it used to be the good place of the business for me, no? Then I got this job, so I don't have to do that anymore.
What kind of work did you do at the speakeasy?
I was the hostess there for a while.
Did you see the lady in
With
the
your
back?
appearance, you must have gotten a lot of tips.
I suppose you could be calling it that. I got the very big tips.
You fucking. Josh, come
We
clean.
love her.
Come clean. Was that you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Apologies. Oh man. No, there was no. It can't have been 2 spaces after the period.
Is it this one? Hold on. Speed both. I think it's this one that I like.
And what were you doing when that fancy dagger was being stolen?
That's the detective.
Let me see. I was sleeping in my hotel room.
Is it this one
You
that I
don't
like?
sound too sure about that.
I haven't been sleeping too well since I arrived in this country. I'm tired, so I'm not thinking too well.
You're not sleeping well. Would you be having a guilty conscience then?
I do not understand your meaning.
Well, you say the dagger is what
hold
brought
on.
you to this country. If I were in your position, I'd be tempted to steal it.
Steal what has already been stolen? The Dagger of Amon Ra belongs to the Egyptian people, Mr. O'Reilly, not to Dr. Carter, not to this museum, and not to this country.
I'd be watching what you're saying, Dr. Smith. You're digging your hole deeper.
Don't you
with
hate it
every
when your
word.
fingers get stuck to your
Yeah, I was-
mustache wax?
Yeah.
Also, no one's looking at each other when they're speaking.
You say you were sleeping
Detective's
when you
looking at his
stole
shoes. This
Were you
dude's just
alone?
staring off into space,
That, sir, is none of your business.
trying to keep
To
that
be
one.
fair, I think they used the same portrait for each of these.
As long as you're a suspect in the burglary.
He's just trying to keep that one spider leg attached to his
Americans have
face.
no shame. I'm here to gain a return of the dagger by legal means. Ask Dr. Carrington.
I have talked to Dr. Carrington.
Oh, and he's pinching his nipple too.
No dice.
Yeah.
The matter is not settled until the last camel drinks from the water of the oasis.
What's that? Some kind of Egyptian double talk?
I don't know. Why don't you ask your shoes?
Okay, so they have another conversation. That was the one I was thinking of. Hey, well, yeah, okay, you got plot from that, so maybe that's worth it. Okay, this is Olympia. Olympia is great. What can we ask her about? She's obsessed with death, and so you get.
The Lion Decker is my home now. I never want to leave it. Its musty hallways and creeping shadows are in my very blood.
What?
Can you imagine spending an entire lifetime drifting through the land of the dead? That opportunity is mine, and I treasure it.
What is that accent?
No matter what you ask her about, she's just death obsessed, which is great.
Is that supposed to be like a Russian, like Polish, Transylvanian? What?
Something.
Slavic.
A delightful girl. I keep asking.
We asked him about Yvette.
To be my second wife. She is so very feminine and seductive and charming and attractive. And
I'm sure she'd love your lipstick, dude.
Okay, I get the idea.
Oh yeah.
be more like Yvette.
Apologies to whoever it was in the chat who said I could barely hear the game. Yeah, we're doing this over Discord. It's a thing.
I find you quite annoying.
Yeah.
Men like me just fine the way I am. Oh, and again with the sort of mixing historical and then funny, you look at this and it'll tell you, you know, yeah, it's Pharaoh Ramses II, perfect.
Potted specimens
And
of
then-
the amazing giant air fern, Furnus giganteus maximus.
I don't think that's the real name of it.
Also, it just said when you were looking at the statue that he was not actually that large in person.
Yeah.
Presumably Ramses was not this large in life, although many people have stated that Ramses had a big head.
Yeah, there's just all sorts of stuff like that anyway. Yeah, there's 14 conversations that you can overhear. We're not gonna.
She's supposed to be Greek. People in the chat are saying that the
Yes, she's
vampire
supposed to be
lady's Greek.
Yeah.
That accent was everywhere. No one is looking at each other when they speak, like
Nope.
regardless of who you walk up to. I love this.
It's not like a Larry game. At least in Larry, you have to look at her before you talk with her.
True. Oh, there's that wonderful Easter egg in Leisure Suit Larry 6 where if you keep pawing at, I think it's the aerobics teacher, she will eventually just knock you the fuck out if you keep pawing at her shirt, because it's like a really low cut shirt. And if you keep pawing at it with the hand icon, she will eventually just knock your lights out. And you know, when it changes to a white cursor, you think, oh, I found an Easter egg. Holy shit, I'm about to see some pixel tits. And nope, you just get a death message instead. Like, yeah, I earned that. I deserve that.
Aw. I thought
So
there
here
would have
we-
been a lot more pixel tits in Leisure Suit Larry, but you have to work for them most of the time.
Yeah, I can only recall 2 instances. There's Larry 3, and you have to set the dirty meter all the way up. And if you look through the telescope, there's like 4 pixels. 3 of them are flesh colored, and then of course there's Leisure Suit Larry 7 where they actually threw in Easter eggs, nude
Yeah.
Easter eggs. But other than that, I mean, everyone who
Plus
says
Thor 2.
everyone who says Leisure Suit Larry is like, oh, it's a porn game. No,
No, it's not.
So keep in mind, so we're going to talk to Steve here, and keep in mind that Yvette is standing right next to us. So we're going to ask Steve about Yvette. Oh, wait, shoot. Oh, okay, you'll just have to read it. She's a lovely girl, Miss Bo, but she makes me just a little nervous. You think she's lovely, do you? Well, sure. A man would have to be blind not to see that, right?
Uh-oh. Tread lightly, Steve.
I think she wears a wig. She looks cheap. She's right next to you. Her hair looks real to me. How come she makes you nervous? You're big enough to take care of yourself.
I don't think the curtain matches the drapes.
She's kind of pushy, if you know what I mean. I'm afraid I don't, and I don't think she's your type. We just met this dude like today.
Well, we just made out with him 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Man, this goes on for a while, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Oh, Laura Bow's a bit insensitive, or no, insecure. Sorry, that's insecure.
Insecure, yeah. But I mean, she has nothing to worry about, right?
Oh, he's actually looking at her.
No? Then you should come with me this evening. I'll give you the personal tour of the old master's gallery.
Where is she looking?
I guarantee that you will not be wasting your time. You will enjoy it very much.
You will enjoy it.
Well,
You are studying the art at the université, no?
well, yes, but
Then it is settled. I will give you the private tour in a little while, no?
but
There is no need to thank me yet. I will be enjoying it as much as you will.
Who is she talking to? And then they teleported away.
Yes. Yeah, and then now everybody except for the non-characters, well, you can't talk to any of these people. Like, so everybody leaves. And actually it's a little bit funny because the description changes slightly depending on the screen. So these are
The fanatically happy partygoer.
fanatically happy partygoers.
Someone is actually
They know
doing the Egyptian thing. One dude to the right.
Yeah.
It's a semi-happy party.
And these people are just semi-happy. I guess they haven't been drinking as much. I think the ones over on this screen are just happy. So there's happy, fanatically happy, and semi-happy. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to excuse me for a bit. Nature calls.
Okay.
Not that kind of nature. Other kind of nature. As in the giant skeleton. Never mind. I'll just leave.
Yeah.
My son,
Which I
he
think-
he made me a bowl of lunch, and then he's like, "Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Actually, yeah. I'm not used to that." Okay, I just scarf it down and come back.
We will do. I will wait to open the sarcophagus until Trolls gets back though, because otherwise he's going to be very confused. Maybe not, but
Despite its fearsome teeth, you touch the skull of the prehistoric creature. You discover nothing.
First time that we played through this, I had nightmares of the corpse.
Mm.
And then I was desensitized to it for the rest of my life. So
Yeah, for plot reasons, we can't go in there right now.
I remember this as perhaps being the first game where I felt that it was really important that characters be able to interrupt each other, because there are moments in the conversation where they do interrupt each other, but they're hard stops, and then there's a pause, and then there's the second half of the conversation. And I remember asking the programmers if there wasn't some way to have them overlap a little bit so that it could sound like a real interruption. But I don't think SEI allowed for that kind of manipulation with the sound files.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but yeah, that it doesn't seem. I can't think of any Sierra game where like voice lines overlap. That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does seem like obviously you folks did your best, but yeah, there are some times where the pauses are just a tiny bit too unnaturally long. But you know,
Have you ever seen the Goes Wrong show?
I haven't.
It's a series. I know you can stream it for free on Tubi. It's a series of plays where everything possible goes wrong during the performance. And I remember in one of them there was an interruption that was supposed to come in, and the character says one line like, "You're not supposed to," and then there's this long pause, and the other character says, "I'm going to stop you right there." It's kind of like that with the Sierra dialogues.
With that, yeah. No, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this is totally off topic, but it's one of those Peter Pan. I seem to remember that like Peter Pan goes wrong or something. It's like a stage play, right?
It might be, yes. Yeah, they're all stage plays.
Okay, got it. Okay, I do know what you're talking about. There's not too much to interact with here, but here we get to see the talking T-Rex here. Do I have both on? Good. This is a must see.
Wow, incredible voice acting.
Museum Dinosaur Display. My name is Rex, and I'd like to tell you about myself. I'm a type of dinosaur known as Tyrannosaurus Rex, which means king of the tyrant lizard. Although I was not the largest type of dinosaur, I was the largest predator ever to walk the earth. Some of my friends were 40 feet long and weighed 8 tons, with teeth that were 6 inches long. Your modern elephants don't weigh more than 6 tons.
I almost missed this.
250 and 65 million years ago.
Wait, the echo disappeared.
Period known as the Age
Oh no, there it is.
of Dinosaurs, also called the Mesozoic era. The first complete skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex was found just 24 years ago in Montana in 1902. Although there were many meat-eating dinosaurs, I was considered the best killing machine who ever lived. Speaking of which, I'm feeling a bit hungry. Would you like to volunteer to be my next meal?
Oh, bravo, bravo.
Wonderful. We
Do
do
you
need to
actually
pick
roar
up.
like that in real life?
Hey, you were pitched down in that one as well, weren't you? What is it with Bruce and Pitch?
Good question. Let's see here.
A sign on this dinosaur bone display says, "Please touch." Either these bones feel lonely, or the museum wants you to learn more about the bones by coming into close personal contact with
Lonely
them.
bones. Okay, we do actually need this.
Everyone needs a bone
From a young
sometime.
Tyrannosaurus Rex who no longer has any need for it.
I will have this
Pick
bone.
it up and place it in your purse.
Which one is the leathery one?
This dinosaur feels like a sauropod. You're not sure how you know that. Perhaps your father told you what sauropods felt like when you were a child.
Oh yeah. I mean, eventually you just run out of bedtime stories and you just go, you ever touched a sauropod? It's fun. You should try it.
Okay, we've done a lot. Let's save this.
This
okay.
This looks like a completely different game from the place we just went.
So you can click on every goddamn thing in this room and get like a historical,
heraldic flag of the late
like
12th century
every
existed well
every single
first
like
banner of the Earl of
yeah. Oh,
Scarborough
this is
the
a
upper
joke.
portion of which is
Josh.
decorated with sprigs of parsley,
This is like Stellar's belly all over again.
Yeah. Or the Ascendopad.
Oh yeah, but I mean especially Stellar's belly because every time you click a look icon, it's not just a pill. This is a timed release pill. It works like this with the digestive tract, and it has this effect. And then it was invented in this time by this guy who also liked horses, and then he God, it's good.
God. This I'll skip
Fred
past
and I
most.
always loved the dog.
Oh, the dog.
A house pet, tastefully prepared for battle in 16th century armor.
Now hold still, doggy.
I do love. I like the shine, the way that they did the shine on the floor. I think they did a really good job with that.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I have to thank you, Josh, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have known anything about the stomach. And my kid, who's now 5.5, is really interested in human anatomy. He's got one of those little medical dolls where you can take out the organs and shit, which is fantastically gory for a 5-year-old. But thanks to you, I now know, what bile does and what the Isle of Langerhans is and all that shit.
See, yeah, it's very educational.
Yeah, Space Quest 6 is
I like
surprisingly educational.
this. I like this. I'll skip past most of it, but you get the
The
idea.
helmet on this Italian suit of armor, circa 1460, is interest. The barboot is sometimes called the barboot salet because, unlike the barboot, however, the
This goes on
salet
forever,
is
and then-
characterized by a reinforced. It is, however, difficult to differentiate between
Good
the barboot,
lord.
the salet, and then again, who really
A real
cares?
museum.
It's my last one that I just loved. And again, he really cares. Okay, and then we have to listen. This is the last one I'll do in this room, but we have to listen to this one.
A rare 17th century English tapestry which tells the story of Teutonic warrior cockroaches that crossed into England from Germany and
Even Leslie was like,
the
"What?"
castle of Rochford-on-Essex. Although the cockroaches managed to storm the castle walls after a 90-day siege, the knights of the castle managed to squash the invaders when they reached the castle's inner keep. Since that great battle, the castle of Rochford-on-Essex has been free of cockroaches. Unfortunately, it has also been free of humans. 1 year after the great battle, everyone in the castle died of the plague. Shortly afterward, the castle fell into disrepair and sank into the swamp.
No Python.
Epic story. Yep. I assumed that was a Python reference, but
Oh, most
it
definitely.
must have been.
Yeah.
I know the Egyptian room. Go ahead.
Adrian Emark says, Space Quest 6 taught me what tapeworms were. Oh, thank God you didn't learn the hard way. Although he is a cute fella.
It looks remarkably like a glass case in the shape of a pyramid.
Remarkably, yes.
A small card informs you that this case contained the famous Dagger of Amon Ra, which is now missing.
Let's
Yeah,
take
if
a
you click
closer
the
look.
hand on it, this is the
Yep.
line I wrote that I remember writing because I was so strangely proud of it.
Good. Okay, good. That's what we're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Oops. Congratulations. You've cracked the case of the Dagger of Amon Ra.
Oh, I love it.
Oh no, wait, hang on. Double spaces after the exclamation mark, Josh. What happened?
I don't know. Maybe someone edited me.
Oh God. It's like Lorelai went in and went, oh, silly Josh. Silly Josh.
Now, surprisingly, you can break that, and then it doesn't make the game unwinnable 5 hours later.
That's funny.
It's
Didn't
perfectly
Monty
fine.
Python do like the Crunchy Frog sketch? It had the cockroach clusters, right?
Oh yeah.
Under the Wizzo quality assortment label. I've seen it referenced in a few other places too.
Right.
One of these pyramids, or maybe both, has a coarse gold
The
reference.
stepped pyramid of Gofhotep.
Oh, there's an
was built
Oakhurst
during
reference.
The 4th dynasty and located near Okhustia, the ancient Egyptian capital on the Nile River. Known for his
5 million
strange
text
ideas,
boxes later.
Pharaoh Gofhotep
Hmm.
had this pyramid built in such a way that it was honeycombed with rooms that could be rented out to travelers, thereby paying for the awesome costs of its construction.
I don't know the
Popular
Gofhotep
as a
reference,
resort
but
destination, the Gofhotep Pyramid Hotel was renowned for
Anyway.
an ancient hotel
Dear
brochure,
God.
while the Gofhotep
Oh, I think that's why the compression on the voices is so egregious, because they just looked at the script and then they looked at a single CD-ROM and went, yeah.
So here we get, I like the little magnifying glass effect on this. So here we learn some Egyptian hieroglyphs, but only half of the alphabet. The other half is elsewhere. I think it's a little cool effect. I like that. Anyway, what's this?
It's a squirt gun.
Ironically, there's a gold Ankh medallion, the ancient Egyptian symbol of life, resting in the pool of blood.
Oh no.
Oh, is that what that is?
A close look reveals the initials PS inscribed in the back of the bloody Ankh.
Are we gonna pick it up? Yeah, we're just gonna pick it up. We're just gonna tamper with evidence.
Yep. Oh, of course, yeah.
God damn it, Laura.
Apparently the shoe's owner stepped in some of the blood. It apparently belongs to a dainty foot.
Fucking, I knew it,
Alright, so we're
Yvette.
getting some clues. Well, should we open up the sarcophagus that's next to the pool of blood?
Of course.
Maybe we should do that.
Absolutely nothing can go wrong. Come on, Laura, put your back into it.
The scream!
Ah! She was so terrified she lost her torso. Maybe we should... I mean, the blood is still dripping. Maybe we should pull that out.
Yeah. I like...
A red fluid appears to be opening Dr. Carter's chest wound.
Just ketchup.
I think it's if you magnify it, you get...
The red fluid appears to be blood. This might explain Dr. Carter's pale appearance.
Maybe!
Oh.
You know, I mean, maybe.
Master Detective Laura Bow, on the case.
Seems to have suffered a severe trauma to his chest area.
No, what gave it away?
A close look at the dagger reveals the words, "Made in Pittsburgh," stamped on the part of the blade that is not buried in Pippin Carter's chest. To your naked eye, the rough surface of the dagger handle doesn't appear to hold any fingerprints. But that's something for the coroner to examine in detail.
I think the coroner's going to be a little disappointed that you started fondling evidence without a glove.
Yeah. Like, if you touch his flower here, I can't remember which action it is.
It feels fake. A bit of water trickles out from the center.
It's one of the flowers you squeeze the ball and it squirts water out.
I used to have one of those. I thought it was so funny, but nobody else did.
You poke Pippin's right eye.
You poke his eyes.
Dunk, dunk.
Laura's just a...
His eyeball feels squishy.
It's just a fucking sociopath, isn't she? It's like, oh, I see a dead body. Poik, poik, poik.
When you reach into Pippin's tuxedo jacket, you find a notepad in his inner pocket.
So we're going to take that.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
The coroner must just be going,
Pick it up.
what in the fuck?
I'm trying to remember how we get...
Pippin's shirt is immaculate.
No.
How is he standing like that, by the way? He's not leaning in the sarcophagus. He's actually standing
I'm
on
not
his
quite
feet.
sure.
It's alien tape. Sticks to everything. Yeah.
You don't want to touch this dagger. It's evidence.
Oh, that's evidence. Oh.
Yeah, that's evidence.
Well, that's a good. We've got that covered.
I forgot about this line.
You hear a disturbing gurgling noise when you poke Pippin in the
Stop poking the corpses, Laura. The fuck is wrong
I
with
can't
you?
remember how to do it. There's one line where it's like, she says something, and then the narrator's like, you know, assuming this wasn't a suicide. This was a suicide?
Yeah.
I can't remember how to trigger it now.
Did you get the thing from his pocket?
Yeah, I got the notepad.
Okay.
You technically
wasn't
don't
paying
need
attention.
it, but if you don't get it, then you have to wait like 20 minutes for a timer to expire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian.
There's like...
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah, Adrian in the
Yeah.
chat asks, something tells me it was Josh's idea to have Laura poke every part of the dead body. Up in the
You
air.
can poke his
I don't
mouth too, I think.
it was. I think this was Lorelei.
Yeah. It sounds more like Lorelei, honestly.
Oh yeah. You can also examine...
Pippin's pants are neatly...
No, there's a...
From the smell of the damp stain, it appears that Carter was quite surprised by the stabbing.
I think we can touch this too.
That would be highly improper, Laura.
Yeah, I mean, have some standards. Go back to poking his eyeball.
Okay, I think...
Greasy to
Oh, his hair's greasy. You could, there are so many hot spots on this damn thing. Anyway, we got the notepad. That's what we really...
Can we button his jacket?
So, I can try.
There is nothing else in Pippin's tuxedo jacket except lint, which you don't need.
Okay.
You can't do that, at least not now.
A little clock.
You scream like a banshee, lass. Did you kill the man then?
Oh, yes.
No, I just walked in.
I just stabbed him, and then I was horrified at... I didn't expect blood.
You're screaming then. Did you see the murderer?
No.
All right. I'll talk to you later after you've had a chance to calm down. Just don't try to leave the building.
And stop poking him in the eye. I saw that.
Maybe that's how the
Get out
corpse
of here.
is standing upright like that. The dagger goes all the way through his chest and into the sarcophagus behind him.
Ah!
That's it. I think we've got it, Josh.
Yep.
That's very good.
We covered it. Good.
In the floppy version, actually at the beginnings of Act 1 and 5 as well, there's a copy protection sequence where you have to like shoot. That asks you a question about the Egyptian gods or goddesses, and you have to go. There's a really cool museum guide. I should only pull that out. I have that here.
Discussing the murder with the staff members as they leave the party. It would be best if you don't interfere.
There's this enormous like museum guide that comes with it. You know, back in the days where we had awesome stuff that came in things, and you actually opened right to it. Perfect. So this is like a whole section on the Egyptian gods and goddesses, and so you have to consult this to go choose the correct answer.
Wait, can you hold that up again, or is it too late? Because I just want to focus the screen on you.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and they took out the copy protection for the CD version. This thing is, hold on, I need to look here. This is almost 60 pages long of like, it's an actual like museum guide.
Oh, so it's about the length of a single look message in the game.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Well. Just be careful where you go. Wolf will get upset if he finds you downstairs.
Maybe that's why Bruce and Lorelai and I got along so well when we were writing, because none of us had any sense of self-editing or self-restraint.
I'm glad you guys didn't.
Yeah, just to be clear, I love you guys for it, because if there's one thing I loved when I was playing adventure games as a kid, it was to click everything on everything and just sit there and, you know, read everything there was to read. I really don't like games that just have these, you know, can't do that, sorry, move on, messages. Or when it's just like really perfunctory, like, that's a door. This door leads somewhere. Okay, thanks. I could see that.
Someone who didn't like him, that's my guess.
Brilliant deduction.
Oh, snarky. I just poked an eyeball. What have you done today?
I can try.
I can try.
Now we've got the amateurs involved.
I may not be a detective, but I'm terribly clever.
Oh.
It reminds me of Carrot Top poured her hair.
Just stay out of me way, lass, and don't destroy the evidence.
Too late.
Yeah, certainly not. Please don't check the eyeballs.
Yeah.
And then she scuttles off like a crab.
Yep, and then they're gone. So
at least the teleporters work.
Yep. Yes, and we cannot leave.
The museum doors are locked.
For some reason, it only displays that text box once and then never again. But whatever.
Just out of curiosity, Ames, what was Roberta's favorite part of this game, and have we seen it yet?
Oh, that's a really good question. What is her favorite part? Are you talking about like the favorite death, or
no? I just every time I play a game, there's always one bit like I'm really looking forward to. Like in Space Quest 4, it's actually the Galaxy Galleria, where you just get to walk around and piss people off all the time. Is there like one specific part of this, or is it just like every time Yvette opens her fucking mouth? Is that I don't know.
No, it wouldn't be every time Yvette opens her mouth. Boy.
What's your favorite part?
Let me think on that a little bit. My favorite part?
Yeah.
Oh. I just like dying in Sierra games, so it's always my favorite part of Laura Bowers. I think my favorite death is the Dermicid beetles, but I also really like dying by falling into the vats.
Haven't seen either of those yet, have we?
And also the minigun is also a very fun one.
There's now the one we're about to see that I'm about to trigger. There isn't much to see with it, but the death message is great. We're going to go in the secret passage without the lantern.
Yes, that's also a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just they're chatting. It really doesn't have too much to do with anything, but you can eavesdrop in this game. You have a little water glass and overhear people. Also, the characters wander around and you can ask them about random stuff and.
Oh, that's gotta
whatever.
that must have been tricky because SCI
I imagine it was tricky. Yeah.
SCI doesn't have that thing like virtual theater, like Beneath the Steel Sky, where characters can actually, like, the game keeps track of where they are on each screen. SCI doesn't work like that. It doesn't keep track of what happens on other screens. So they had to set a flag that says this character was walking on this previous screen. Go into the next screen. Okay, that character now has to come in from this door about 10 seconds after you enter the room, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine it was tricky. Now, and again, this is just hindsight, and I'm nitpicking here. It's sort of a double-edged sword because it is cool that they're wandering around. It kind of makes them seem more alive until they're not. But it's also like if you're trying to find a specific character, it can be kind of annoying because you're like, well, I want to talk to this person. Where are they? And they also never stop walking, and so like sometimes you'll be trying to talk to them and ask them about 10 things, but then they walk across off screen and you have to follow them to the next screen.
Which is also ironically why Revolution stopped really doing the whole characters walk of their own free will after Lure of the Temptress. There's like 1 or 2 characters in Beneath the Steel Sky that does it, and the rest are just stay put. And that's exactly because players of Lure of the Temptress was like, oh god, like half the game is just following this dickhead around.
Yeah.
I think I got an answer.
Yeah.
I think the end of the game, the end sequence with the chase, I believe.
Gotcha.
Her favorite part would be when you get into the cult chamber, for multiple reasons. One, because the ferret and the ant, dermestid beetles with the meat run by. Because she actually, the ferret is a big deal to her because she actually adopted a ferret because of this game.
Oh wow,
nice.
That's awesome.
So that's a big part of it, but also the Ra Ra Amon Ra 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 Siskumba is one of our favorite jokes to laugh at. So I want to say that's probably her favorite moment in the game, just because it's like this 1, 2, 3 shot of really great things that are like kind of condensed of everything she really loved, but I couldn't say definitively what her favorite moment actually was.
That sounds like a good candidate, though. I like that.
Yeah, because it's got all the right components of what she loved most about the game, which is silliness and seriousness all at once.
It really
Speaking
is.
of silliness and seriousness, here we go. So there's a secret passage you can enter from this room, but once you hit that, she automatically walks into it, even if you don't have the lantern that you need.
Good work, Laura.
I love that scream.
And then we get this lovely text box. In the darkness of the secret passage, you're as blind as a bat. You have a brave but brief battle during which you endure the battering of the berserk and bellicose black bats without batting an eye. Then your body, bothered by bloody bites, becomes bereft of life.
Damn. That sounds like a Lorelei. I don't know. I'm just fascinated with every time there's more than one writing credit. I just go, Who wrote that? Who wrote that?
So here's a bottle of snake oil. When we try to take it, Olympia comes in and is like, "Nah, this is mine."
Why would you actually call
I don't know
it
why
snake
it's
oil?
But
Like, isn't that
it
a
is snake
derogatory
oil, and
term?
normally yes, but in this case it's literal because as she explains, in a second.
Oh, so it's
what's
not
it for? It repels snakes, of course.
Right.
Okay.
Because that would be if a charlatan sold you something that was no
Right.
good, it would be snake oil.
By the way, judging from the character portrait, I would say if this lady lived like 30 or 40 years into the future, she would definitely have a leather dress. I'm just... and spend a lot of time in the basements, if you get my drift.
Little dominatrix action. She could be like Katrina without the vampire.
Yes. So if you're really paying attention, you'll notice the Thinker's statue's head is there, and we heard a sound effect that sounded like something moving, and Olympia kind of disappeared a second ago, and there's a line there. I wonder what we could. Okay, I don't actually want to touch you. I want to touch this dude. Can we get a little see? Oh, what happened here? It's a burnt out light bulb. And because the light bulb is burnt out, Here's another death.
Yay! Whee! Nice rotoscoping.
Beautiful.
Nice swan dive off the stairway.
That's just snarky. I was like, yeah, nice job.
Yep.
It's like this.
So we need a light bulb.
It's like the Space Quest one. Congratulations on your recent death.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's one of them. One of the Lorelei references. So this is Yvette's office, and in the back there are a bunch of filing cabinets. Most of them are like, I think you need this. Yeah, most of them are just like ordinary stuff. Life Mask collection. I think it's this one. Shannon Rat collection. Like, if you know, that's Shannon has the pet rats that were in.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Tantaz. So there's that.
Fantastic.
Yep. And because this is a vet's office, we also have, I think it's this one, sexual eccentricities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like the way that she voices it. It's like a little odd.
The file label reads, sexual eccentricities.
Sexual.
There's something a little off about that.
Eccentricities.
I got the feeling.
Sexual.
Got the feeling Leslie didn't read the script beforehand. I think it was one of those where they just go, and now line 472. It's like, and the label reads, say what? Ooh, nice little in-picture animation.
Yeah, like that. So we can't take it yet because it's too hot. So we actually have to like leave the room first. Actually, let me turn this back on. I think it's this one. No. The light bulb is on. You find it very illuminating.
Oh God. Tish.
Yeah. Ouch.
I don't get it.
It's called a pun. Maybe you're not familiar with them, Josh.
No. Pun?
In a Sierra game?
No. Imagine that.
This one, people miss this sometimes. If you use the magnifying glass on it's a Venus flytrap.
A handwritten card attached to the plant pot reads, to Yvette from Olympia. Thanks for the wild night with the mummies.
What with the what now?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you can play with this too.
And chop your hand off? Oh my God, she has telekinesis.
I know she does have Oh, I should show that later too. She actually does have telekinesis.
What's great is you can keep doing that even when it becomes bloody.
Yep. So muffled voices. Debating on whether to do the voice lines. Whatever, fine. So it's Yvette. She's whatever. It doesn't matter. She's seducing this dude. This guy is actually voiced by Richard Aronson, which makes me kind of wish I did the voice line, but whatever.
Good old Cedric.
Yep. He has a lisp too, and if you look at it, so like all of the THs are spelled out, which makes it kind of hard to read, but whatever.
Oh, poisonous French person.
Yep. Anyway, she's like, yeah, let me show you my Eiffel Tower tattoo. Anyway,
I was laughing at King's Quest 4 because the poisonous snake thing was actually in King's Quest 4 too.
Oh yeah, and it's in King's Quest 2 as well.
Oh no way!
Oh yeah, the snake on top of the mountain is also poisonous.
Wonderful.
It did. Oh yeah,
I like.
You know what the fucked up thing about the whole poisonous venomous snake is? When you get to King's Quest 5, the one where everyone picks on, always go, oh, a poisonous snake. If you look at the snake, the narrator describes it as venomous. So that's like you can just pinpoint the exact moment when Roberta Williams realized the difference between poisonous and venomous.
That's beautiful.
I like this line because it's kind of. I'm like, okay.
You put your hand in the fireplace. You remember when you were a little girl and used to burn your fingernails off.
What?
Unfortunately, except for this little trip down memory lane, there's no other point in doing this.
What?
What? Burned off your fingernails? Gosh, and I mean, who of us didn't, obviously, as a kid?
Anyway.
I wonder if they meant cut them and threw them in the fire, but...
I don't know. It's actually a little misleading because you do actually have to go into it with the look icon and get this charcoal.
quick story. This charcoal is the reason that Roberta and I failed a run through of the game once, because we forgot to get it and use it on the notepad. We did everything else perfectly and didn't have the saves to go back.
Oh, it's a soft lock, isn't it?
Yep.
For the charcoal's not a soft lock though. You just have to like wait.
If you don't get
around.
it, and we used our too many saved was the problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Limited save
you still
games.
could have finished the game though. Yeah. Technically, yeah.
Well,
you just
can
so
get to the end, but you can't beat it without getting the charcoal.
Yeah, you can. What are you talking about?
Okay, you can die at the end. Sure.
No.
Wait,
you might be thinking of something else, because yeah, you don't need the charcoal at the end. What are you thinking that you need it for?
So the problem is this teaches you about the meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't go to the meeting, then you lose. You will get murdered at the end.
No. I've played this. So if you don't go to the meeting with you mean with Tut, that's an optional one.
No, because I remember very specifically we missed this charcoal and didn't go follow that little scroll line, and then at the end of the game, even though we were following a guide, we kept getting killed. And so we loaded, or was it? It wasn't that we didn't have the save. It was that it was like half the game previous was the problem. So we did end up replaying it and then did it right after that.
So you use the charcoal on the notepad, and it reveals some stuff here. So the reason that you would do it is that there's this meeting with Tut that you can overhear there. With the let's see here. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this because this is funny.
Don't touch it.
So there's an intercom here, right? And you can overhear some conversations, but I don't really care about that part. These hotspots are really tiny. Come on. Okay, we'll just do it this way. So it's on now. So that's the on button. This is the if to activate the microphone, and there are like a bunch of randomized things. I'll get to the funnier ones.
These newfangled inventions are such a caution. Can anyone hear me?
Okay, there's a bunch that are just her not understanding how to use it.
If the person who stole the Dagger of Amon Ra can hear this, and your guilty conscience is bothering you, please leave the dagger on President Carrington's desk. There will be no questions asked.
And then there's also
Hello?
These are randomized.
Is this doing if the person
No, I want to get to it. Come on.
Murderer, if you can hear me, give yourself up. You haven't got a chance. Stop these senseless killings.
I like that one. Anyway.
Hasn't there only been one? And the second one isn't known yet?
Correct. There has only been one killing, so tidy oversight.
I just
we're
love
not gonna finish the game today anyway, so I don't know that I should I go to the bookcase? Probably not.
Just show us the funny shit.
It doesn't matter at all.
No.
Oh shoot. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll go back to it. So now that we left the room and came back, now we can get the light bulb. You want to be sure to look into it though and not turn it back on, because you can do that and then you have to leave and come back again.
This is the sort of shit that when Roberta and I would talk about.
I think you muted
design.
yourself, trolls.
Shit, my bad. This is the sort of shit when Roberta and I would talk about puzzle design. Silly stuff like you have to leave the screen and come back and stuff like that, and like things that you would think are super important that you have to do and later learn are completely optional, like beating Astro Chicken in Space Quest 3. For the longest time we both thought, oh, you have to do that, otherwise the whole game doesn't make any sense, and it turns out, yeah, you can just leave it.
I mean, true, but the whole game didn't make any sense.
It makes very little sense to begin with, let's be honest.
So this is this meeting with Tut, and There's not too much that's interesting in here. It's just this makes it go faster. Like otherwise, you have to wait 18 minutes for the timer to advance and see the next death, and we don't want to just sit here for 18 minutes.
Oh, look, his mustache was reattached. It didn't escape.
I had an appointment.
Now, I don't know how he doesn't know that Dr. Carter's dead. This doesn't make any sense to me. Especially, like, he's looking at the sarcophagus right now.
Wait a minute. One of his eyeballs is hanging out. Did you do this?
Is that on your finger?
What's that gooey stuff on your finger? Oh, it's nothing.
Why don't you have any nails?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with Laura? I mean,
Bit of a masochist.
Yeah, there's some deep dark secret about Laura Bow that we have not been privy to. Like the whole burning her fingernails off, that's some Kevin Spacey in Seven type shit.
It's really weird, yeah.
Think of how many bodies she's just kind of left behind, you know?
We talked about telekinesis. So if you stand anywhere in this room, as long as this door, so later on, spoiler, you have to close this, or you don't have to, but it's helpful to close this door and put like the thing down, like to block it. But if you click on it from a distance, the doors close. For some reason.
Shit.
So she knows telekinesis.
That sort of shit reminds me of... oh, hello.
Yes.
How is that
The
thing?
best one.
How is that thing still upright? And, like, did they just jam that thing so far that it went through the concrete floor? Or is it tilted? I'm just not making sense of the picture. Either way, I love it.
This is one of the 3 wires that formerly suspended the pterodactyl from the ceiling.
That took
recovered pretty quickly there.
Yeah.
Something I've always wondered is, can you actually clip that and then close and bar the door quickly enough in the chase sequence?
Can you? Oh, yes, you can. You're like, if you don't click it, if you don't get it beforehand, yes, you can. I've done it before.
Okay, I always wondered that because we never bothered to test it.
Mm-hmm. Later on, yeah, spoiler, later on, you need to clip this, and then you're being chased, and you have to close these doors and then wire the doors shut.
Oh, shit. Kevin Wilco Webb just said, what a terrible accident.
Yes.
Kev.
Oh, wait, hold on. I like doing this because I think it's funny. So that's okay. We don't know it yet, but that's Ziggy standing there, and we can ask her about Ziggy, and she's like,
Do you know anything about the circumstances of Ziggy's death?
I guess she does know about it.
Ziggy's, no, I'm afraid I don't know a thing about that dreadful little man.
It's like respect for the dead lady. He's like right there.
Also, she has no reaction whatsoever to walking past a pterodactyl impaling a dude on the floor.
Nope.
He's seen some shit.
Oh, hey, there was actually an interesting question in the chat here. What is the sweet spot between puzzle design like this? I assume they mean, stuff that's slightly silly when you take a look at it logically, and the hand-holding simple puzzle design of most modern games.
Good question. You discussed that. I'm going to use the bathroom.
Right. Well, I don't know. To me, a good middle ground is stuff where, yeah, it seems a little superfluous that you need to go through several steps just to perform some sort of mundane task, like opening a door or something. But as long as the items you procure and the way you combine them and the way you interact with the environment makes sense within that game world, like if it's Day of the Tentacle, I can excuse pretty much everything because it operates on cartoon logic. But if it's more of like a realistic game like Gabriel Knight 1, I like the way that it very, very rarely, if ever actually, crosses the line into complete and utter bullshit. Most of it is very tightly designed. I don't know, Anna, you're the you're the expert on bullshit puzzle design. Where's the fine line?
That's what I was kind of trying to write it, but I got cut off because it wouldn't let me keep writing on it. But yeah, it's just, I want it to be organic, but also rewarding. If I look at, like in the Phantom Fellows, I like that the game leads you to find what you need to do. But if you want, there's a handy character, it's your partner, and you can keep annoyingly asking him questions. And like, okay, the UHS hint systems, to me,
yeah,
something like that integrated into the game is the perfect way to do it. Like, give me a little hint. Give me a little bit more. Now, smack me across the face. What the hell am I supposed to do next? Because I have other shit to do and I just want to finish the game. And I don't want to have to leave the game environment to figure that out if I don't have to. I'm not as likely, if I leave a game, especially nowadays, to come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can keep me within the environment, I'm more likely to work on it. But at the same time, it's really hard not to just say, okay, tell me what to do so I can keep playing the game. Like, I want to still interact and use my mind at least a little bit to make me feel like it's not just outright telling me.
Yeah. I think the sweet spot, the more I think about it, I think the first Gabriel Knight game got it really. I mean, if we're talking semi-realistic, not cartoon logic, not you know, I mean the far other end of the spectrum. Even if we're operating on cartoon logic, the Discworld games can just fuck right off because it's just that is moon logic even within cartoon logic.
Oh man!
But
how much reading do you want to do too? But yeah,
yeah. But I think the first Gabriel Knight game really has that like fine line between it's challenging enough that you actually have to, you know, think laterally for the most part, but it's also not beyond the. And we're not talking about the 20th anniversary, by the way, with the fucking squirrel in the the pot at the graveyard. The added puzzles they did. Kind of broke that immersion.
There are a few puzzles in the first Gabriel Knight game I'd sort of quibble with, but overall, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that comes to mind anyway. Actually, hey, we have a real game designer in our midst. Josh, what do you think is the fine line between hand-holding and just straight up bullshitting the player?
I think even bullshitting the player is okay in puzzle design as long as there are clues. So, you know, clues can really make up for a lot of sins. If your puzzle crosses a line into moon logic, but you know, when Al Lowe did Leisure Suit Larry 5, I think he tried to make all of the puzzles very hand-holding and logic oriented, and people didn't like it. I don't know, maybe there were other reasons, but I don't know, my answer's all over the place.
No, it makes sense. Because like one example that springs to mind, and God, I'm sorry again, but Space Quest 6, when when you go into Stellar Stomach and you got the time release pill, I think that is an example of a puzzle that would have made a lot more sense if, you know, Scott had filled in some more details about what this actually does and what you were supposed to do with it. Because the way the puzzle is implemented in the game now is you pour some weird shit over this, it disintegrates into little bits, and then you feed it to the tapeworm and you're not exactly sure why. But the way you described the puzzle to me as how you designed it, I'm going, oh, no, okay, so that's how it's supposed to work. I think that's what you're talking about. Like, if it hits you in the right direction, then that's actually fine. You don't need to have like a medical encyclopedia next to you to work out why the puzzle is the way it is.
Right.
The question from Chris here is he's asking, whose idea was it to capture a horse fart in a paper bag?
Al's.
Freddie Fart is here, of course. Al's idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right.
My favorite bad puzzle actually doesn't belong to Sierra. It is the Companions of Xanth, where you have to get a door while it's open, and then it turns into a jar.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, this is like puns. The adventure game. This is the same one where you need flour, as in flour, baking flour. So you pick up a flower, as in grows out of the ground, and that somehow works as a substitute.
Yep.
God damn. Okay.
Yep. I played that one with Berta too.
Oh damn. Okay, I just want to throw this one to Joshua because, you know, you've played a lot of adventure games. Where's the fine line between hand-holding and bullshit?
My answer is going to be different than a lot of people because I am remarkably patient when it comes to adventure games because I really didn't have a frame of reference and I had been programmed and trained to be okay with it. And so to this day, I truly don't care. You know, obviously it depends on, and you mentioned earlier how there's tolerance for like LucasArts Day of the Tentacle style games because it's inherently bullshit. It's silly, you know what I mean? That's kind of the Matrix, like everything in the Matrix movie was kind of silly and stupid, but it's okay because they programmed it literally to say this can be stupid. I say that for really no reason because I guess the best way of saying it is I don't give a crap as long as I enjoy the rest of the game. It doesn't bother me at all.
Right. That's a good call. All right, I will say again, I played the Drifter recently, and that also was very tightly designed in that it had me stumped, but it never bullshitted me. It never wanted me to shove a newspaper under the door and poke a key out of a keyhole. So there's that. Sorry.
I think we need to go back to a little bit of that, maybe, you know, at some point. I wouldn't mind going back to, hey, making us think a lot more, even if it's at the risk of being called moon logic. I think there's too much of a fear nowadays in development of stumbling us for too long.
I agree. I also
as long as we don't go back to the Rumpelstiltskin puzzle.
Oh God!
You and Roberta figured that out, right? I mean, on your own. I never.
She figured it out.
Wow.
How in good God's name?
That's beautiful. Yeah.
That's Roberta. Roberta was so good at puzzles. You have no idea. She's just.
Nah, she had a friend who figured it out. Guaranteed. I was that guy who would always, I solved this puzzle to my friends, but no, I had learned from another friend. Like, it's all me, guys. No, there had to have been somebody, and it was probably Roberta.
She had one of those red phones, you know, like the president has, except hers was just straight to the Sierra hint line.
Oh God. Yeah. I think Beneath the Steel Sky also treaded a very nicely fine-tuned line because you could also get stuck there, but it wasn't because you were expected to do something that didn't make sense in the context. Whereas I gotta say, a lot of Phantasmagoria 1 has stuff like where you go, why exactly, and it has the newspaper under the door puzzle too, but people excuse it because, you know, it was what it is for its time. It was pretty advanced. You know, here I am trying to be nice to Phantasmagoria. What's wrong with me?
The more I hear about these adventure games, the more they sound like a terrible idea. I don't know why.
Why don't we just go back to Dooms? I mean, goddamn.
Just stop making them.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Great question, though. Okay, so we found a dead body, and I think we ought to try to go find the detective.
Every time you hear muffled voices coming from Yvette's office, I think you should just stay the hell away. The bus is obviously rocking. Don't come a-knocking. Okay, the stream can't really hear this music, but I just have to say, this is Chris Brayman just... Oh, he is leaning on his MIDI keyboard and he does not have a shirt on.
Oh, excuse me.
Here now, be off with you then.
Professionalism, Mike?
Yeah, I guess he's busy, so...
I mean, he's got even worse sense of conflict of interest than Sonny Bonds.
Won't even take off the overcoat. Like, come on, dude. Have some respect.
What is... Oh, God. So the walk cycle just keeps getting funnier and funnier. Now it looks like she's tripping over her feet.
Yeah.
You ever done that thing where if you repeatedly click the walk cursor, it happens especially in games made in AGS, where the walk cycle loops back to frame 1, so it just looks like they're goose stepping across the screen.
Yeah, and they actually end up going slower, you
Yeah.
know, when you're clicking more than once. We actually have never been to this room before.
What the fuck?
This is a life mask room.
This is the life mask exhibit.
It is very creepy.
I haven't seen this many dead-looking, expressionless faces since your accounting class at the university.
It's supposed to be like, what do people around the world look like? Now, had we been in this place earlier, we would have noticed this one here that looks kind of decayed is new.
She's just shocked that at some point the deaths must become slightly. Yeah, poke the eyeball.
You reach out sadly towards
Aww.
Ziggy's severed head, then draw away. He's clearly beyond all help.
Yes, but what does his eyeball feel like?
Ziggy is feeling a bit under the weather right now. Perhaps because he's lost his voice.
Okay, the narrator just doesn't give a shit.
In any case, he has nothing to say.
So you can't actually do anything with this. It's actually optional to find this. You don't have to find it.
Which is why you can't poke the eyeball.
What is going on in here?
I'd say you've got some explaining to do, young lady.
I'd say you have some explaining to do.
I found Mr. Ziggy's head.
Very odd how you are always...
Yeah, what the hell were you doing, Trenchcoat Man?
I think we should be going back to my office and interrogating you now.
Here now, Wolf. The young lady just found a man's head. Give her a moment before you get out your thumb screws then.
Thank you, Mr. O'Reilly.
I just can't get over this.
I'm not saying you didn't kill the man. I'm just trying to...
He was elbow deep in a French person just 5 minutes ago, and now he's chastising us. Come on.
Let me talk to her privately.
Now I realize you're just trying to help, Wolf, but I think we can learn what we need from the lass without harming her.
I love how he just sort of flip-flops between American and sometimes realizes he's supposed to be, what is it, Irish?
Irish, yeah.
Irish.
His name is Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly.
Oh, for fuck's
You
sake.
could not come up with a more Irish name if you tried.
How do you explain that then?
Just lucky, I guess.
Well, you do seem a wee bit small to be sawing off a man's head, I'll say that much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Or maybe she's very clever.
Or maybe you're trying to pin the murders on her, so you can find the murderer and save your job, eh?
I thought it was your job, you raven-headed dick.
Oh, really now? A security chief who allows burglars to steal the exhibits, then overlooks several murders happening under his nose. I'd think twice about your security.
Okay, just keep arguing. There's a severed head on a wall. Is anyone going to do anything about that?
No.
No. We're just going to leave it there for the coroner. We didn't even have time to poke the eyeballs.
She's had a chance to calm down.
Thank you again, sir.
While they're arguing, Laura just tiptoes over and starts poking their eyeballs.
So to speak. Just don't try to leave the museum.
I can't leave. I'm locked in.
Good. We won't have to worry about you then.
Okay.
All right, Wolf.
Well, there's a murderer on the loose, but...
Let's go get the crime scene tools.
Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the way scaling works in these later Sierra games?
Yeah.
Where they obviously drew the sprites a certain size, and then they just went, yeah, we can just scale them up. No one's going to notice.
I do notice that too. So some people miss this because you can't do this before you go into the head, like look at it. But after that cutscene, you can do this.
The sound effect was priceless. I'm sorry again,
God.
chat. You didn't hear that. I know, but damn. It was just this wonderful MIDI sound of just a boop. It's like this weird
You
wet
don't want to
plop,
tamper with the
ad-lib
evidence,
plop.
So you leave it where it is.
You could still go into the head like that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
This is like, yeah, you leave it where it is. Haven't you done enough?
Oh, hi, Yvette. I don't think there's anything to really mess with her. Let's look at her.
Hoping you like what you're seeing, Miss Ford.
I don't.
Pardonne-moi, mademoiselle.
I mean, there's a dead body in the room.
But perhaps we can play this.
Well, partially.
How do you call it? Patty cakes at another time.
Is this another Sierra game that that assumes if you use the hand icon on an NPC, you're trying to like sexually harass them?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just Police Quest 4 then. Because I had a whole montage in my Police Quest 4 video where every time you use the hand icon on something, it just automatically assumes the carry wants to feel them up.
I love your montages.
They are great.
Oh, they are so great.
Thank you.
A paper cutter with a red blade.
Interesting. Now, this is easy to miss too. So to get this little exchange, you have to use it, and then Olympia comes in and has a conversation.
Miss Bo, this is a private office.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were out of your coffin.
Have you seen this paper cutter? It looks like it has blood on the blade.
Nonsense, it is marmalade. And then she goes over and licks it.
Oh, that's not blood. You cut me all excited. If you're worried about Yvette, I just saw her on the way down to Ernie's office in the basement. She goes down there a lot for some reason.
Some reason.
Yeah, I think they hired this voice actor, or they found this voice actor because she knows how to roll her R's like really a lot.
Really well.
Really well.
I'm the only one in my family that can do that. My mom once said she'd give me $20 if I could teach her, and I still haven't made that money.
No, it's a skill. I'm trying to teach my kid how to do it, and he just goes instead.
Yeah, same with Jacob. He tries, but no.
Close enough.
I think this is the right time to do this. Yes, it is.
Oh, hello. Oh, at least she didn't come out screaming. At this point, it's starting to get predictable. That badger has
This was iconic.
Seen some shit.
Yes, it is a porcupine, and I have done the research. You may be shocked to know, porcupine quills don't work like this.
No.
What?
Also, that is a huge ass porcupine.
It's dripping blood.
Oh, and this you would appreciate this. This is the porcupine is named Spiny Norman.
Oh,
after the Monty Python. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I insisted on a Spiny Norman Easter egg in Stair Quest that I think only OneShortEye knows about, besides the
people who watch
team.
the video.
Yeah,
the people who watch the video.
And now people who've watched your video. It's a Monty Python reference, but a good one.
Anyway, so
rigor mortis has not yet begun to set in.
Oh, I like how she
to move the fingers freely.
I like how she was just channeling Vincent Price when you looked at the porcupine or the blood dripping. Sorry.
It's dripping blood.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's another thing in here I want to do.
Dr. Carrington's head holds no
Anyway,
clues that you...
all right, we get no clues here.
Porcupine quills, which appear to have caused Dr. Carrington's demise as they passed through.
Anyway, there's that.
It's a shame.
It's the phone.
It's a shame he didn't fall with his back, because then we could have poked his eyeballs.
It's the only.
I think it's this.
It appears that some.
No.
As with so many other things in this museum, this phone is dead.
Oh my god!
Oh no, it's dead.
That's a great line.
I love that line
Does
reading.
that beautifully. That was
is
great.
A good line reading.
Okay, it's time for us to go downstairs. Because we have not done that yet. And that is no, come back here.
Come on, scoot like the wind.
And now
That's always funny though.
Yeah, do you want to see it again? We can see it again.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
While this
what was that scream?
Oh, yeah, I like that. So there. Okay, we'll just do it this way. For whatever reason, I do not know, but in here there is
the glass covering the alcove.
Whatever. There's a lantern in there.
This is a very brightly lit room for a single light bulb.
Yeah. Oh, true. There is a chance of Wolf Heimlich. Okay, we didn't see it that time. There's a chance of Wolf Heimlich coming in and busting us for doing that, and then he kicks you out. And when you come back down, he's cleaned everything up and replaced the glass, and you have to do it again until. I don't know why.
How many times can you do it? Just over and over and over.
So if you, it's actually kind of funny. The first time you do it, if I'm going by memory here, but the first time you do it, it's there's more of a chance of Wolf showing up, and then the second time you do it, there's like less of a chance of him showing up, and then if you are really unlucky, the third time that you do it, you always get it. So you can't keep doing it over and over again.
You pick it up and.
All right. All right, someone in chat reminded me of this, so we're gonna have to do it. So remember how the whenever there's like an eavesdropping scene, the narrator pops up and is like, you hear muffled voices at the door. That applies everywhere except for this one. So you don't know that you can do this, but there are like 4 different conversations you can see. The first 2 are kind of not interesting. She's talking to her pet ferret here. Whatever.
Please don't be angry, my darling.
At least the
darling.
ferret hasn't murdered anyone yet.
Yeah, whatever. So she does that.
You don't.
Okay, we need to leave and come back to hear the to hear the next one. It's worth it, trust me.
Do you have the speed turned all the way up?
Actually, no, I do. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because that is.
I was wondering.
That is peak wonderful walk cycling right there.
Yep.
Now, Dr. Miko,
Here we go.
What was it you wanted?
We're gonna listen to this wonderful conversation.
Well, I saw you admiring the swords on some of the armor displays. So, I thought you might want to see this beautiful specimen of Mr. Heimlich's.
Thank you, I suppose. It is quite beautiful. Was it forged in Toledo, Spain?
Yes, it was. Wool, Mr. Heimlich keeps it very sharp, as you can see. It's... Stop!
What is it, woman?
Stop poking my eyeball.
Mr. Heimlich has been having trouble with the mounting of that sword, Mr. Najir.
As well as mounting other things, but he takes pills.
It would more than likely fall off the wall and kill you.
Oh, my. How can I ever thank you, Dr. Miklos? You seem to have saved my life.
Let me see. Do you have any scars or tattoos, Mr. Najir?
Because I'd be happy to give you one.
Well, yes,
Scar or a tattoo?
Yeah, both.
Just the foolish thing that I had done.
2 for 1 special.
I'm in.
Please let me see it, Mr. Najir. It would make me so very happy.
Oh, Dr. Miklos, this is very embarrassing. Rather not.
Are you forgetting that I just said...
It seems kind of coercive.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mr. Najir?
Yeah.
No. Very well. I will show you. Just a minute. Let me take off my shoes.
Your shoes. How exciting.
Oh, she's a foot girl.
Yeah.
How
Would have been soothed.
Hey, shoes. Also, quick question. Which direction is she looking at?
Back on now?
Like, what?
I've never seen tattoos on the bottom of the feet before.
Oh god, yes, that hurts. I once had a shard of glass in my heel and it had to be cut out, and that is the worst pain I've ever been in.
It would be.
So there's your uncomfortable conversation for the day.
A little awkward.
Yeah, I think that it's locked now. Yeah, because they're supposed to be in there, but we need to leave and come back.
And this is where we grow our specimens?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we need to go through some of the Easter eggs in there, as you can imagine there are a number. So anyway, this is Wolf's office.
Cozy. This kind of reminds me of Lolot's dungeon in King's Quest IV.
Ballerinas were tough in the old days.
Oh dear God.
So you can get some hints for this, but if you touch almost anything, you get a little electrical shock, which is not fatal.
Oh my God.
As much as that seems like it might be fatal, with the exception of this, the sword that they were just talking about.
Oh my God. Well, take another stab at it. Whoever drew that shocking animation clearly didn't get the memo about what style we were going for here.
There's also this cheese in here.
It's too far away for you to get a good look at it, but it's definitely cheese, and it definitely stinks.
And if we didn't pay attention to the wire that's running from that to this suspicious little thing up here, we might be tempted to just try and grab it.
Holy shit.
Wow.
He takes his pest control very seriously. I like that. Death from traumatic lead poisoning claims many lives every year.
These are almost Space Questy, some of these death messages.
So there's a few things we can use to trip it, but I'm going to use the bone. You can also use the snake lasso if you've played it before.
Where exactly does she keep that bone? Because it's like the size of her torso.
But in her purse.
Oh,
you pay attention.
We won't bring up the adventure pockets this time.
Okay. There's other stuff we could do in here, but we're not going to. So there's a bunch of stuff.
That's 10. Is that a unicorn floating in the murky liquid? Can't be. Unicorns are mythical creatures. That 14. There's a vaguely humanoid shape floating in the murky liquid.
There's a bunch of stuff.
Isn't King Graham in one of these?
Yes, I was gonna. There's a list of what's in the vats. King Graham is in one of, or no, it's King. I think it's King Edward. It's either Graham or Edward. There's the Loch Ness Monster. I think we'll get to it in a second. We'll see the list. I just want to go back here first. I think she's gonna be here. Yeah.
Oh, good evening, Miss Bow.
Hi, Dr. Miklos. I'm sorry if I startled you.
Oh, that's okay.
Have you noticed she has no upper lip?
Being startled. And please, call me Olympia.
Okay, Olympia. You enjoy being startled?
It keeps the blood flowing.
Stop.
I love it.
Good
I was
lord.
just trying to find Daisy, my ferret. She usually has the run of the museum, but it's time for me to feed her.
Well, is she carnivorous? Because there's plenty to eat around here.
Well, she's been spending a lot of time in here lately for some reason. She probably likes the unusual smells. Who knows?
Can I help you look for her?
Thanks, but I'm sure I can find her. Would you mind leaving me for a while so she'll come out of hiding?
Sure, why not?
Certainly. Sorry to disturb you.
Okay, now we should hear voices in a second. Maybe not.
I love that opening and closing door sound effect. That's reused in practically every Sierra game. It's in Leisure Suit Larry 5 as well. It's
not in here.
It sounds nothing like a door.
Yeah.
Ernie, it's Olympia.
So this is a little hint.
Number 13 seems to be jammed.
It's talking about the
When
vats.
you have a chance.
We're gonna grab a few things here, though. We probably aren't gonna get far enough to actually use the snake lasso, but we'll see.
You pick it up.
Oh wait, I want to do this before, because Ernie will come in and like bust us and like kick us out, but we have to hear this.
It's a stuffed bear.
Now, since this is a Sierra game,
You can't talk to me. I'm a stuffed bear.
That's beautiful.
I'm kind of surprised it didn't do any talking bear stuff like, grr, let's talk real estate. That reference is completely lost on anyone who hasn't gone poking around the Space Quest Collection CD.
Yeah. Oh, we need to.
One of those new fang.
That's an Oh, it's this. Yeah. Alcohol vat book.
Current vat contents. Alcohol.
We have the Loch Ness Monster, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Kingland Edward of Daventry.
Oh, you're right. It is Edward.
Yeah.
4 hippo.
There's a bunch of other stuff. But 13 warthogs is the one that we care about.
Oh, Chris in the chat asks, I wonder if a Lorabo 3 was ever discussed. I know a Freddy Farkas 2 was. Freddy Farkas 2? I've never heard about that.
Gosh.
Al and I talked about it briefly, and we discussed possible plots, but I don't think it ever got beyond the discussion. I mean, I don't think I didn't, and I don't think Al did either, like sit down and write a description of what a Freddy 2 would be. You know, I had my ideas and Al probably had his, but I don't think any of them ever got as far as paper.
And
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me for pretty much all the games if they hadn't been at least discussed briefly, you know.
Yeah. And a Lorbo 3, I would imagine, would probably get passed off to another designer. No, but
probably.
On that point, I mean, what year was this released?
92.
92. Okay, that's actually earlier than I thought.
Yeah. So I think the reason Roberta wasn't as involved with this one because she was focusing on King's Quest 6. I could be wrong, but that's my memory of it, of reading that at some point.
All we got was Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, it's actually it is strange that they wouldn't go as far as Alorbo 3 because they would have to go up to like 95 before they stopped doing adventure games.
So you can stir these. We'll show this. Someone in chat reminded me of this.
Oh, Togamari says, I saw a Laura Bow project making the promotional rounds on social media, and I was skeptical because I don't think they have the rights and they don't have the original designers. Yeah, I've been following that one because that one was a mystery to me as well. I even signed up for their mailing list because I was like, dudes in Christ, you don't know what you're doing here. This was before Activision was sold to Microsoft. It's like, there is absolutely no way you guys can get away with, what is it called, the Magic Codex or something?
The Mechanical Codex.
Codex, yeah. I was like, you guys have, oh God, if you guys knew what Activision do to just fan games, you would not be barking up this tree.
Yeah, I know the project that we're discussing, and I'm skeptical, honestly, is I guess, if they make it work, good for them. Like, I don't, want to, be overly negative or cynical about anything, but just, I don't know, the hurdles you have to go through. I have no idea, and I know they've been working on it for a long time, but hands in the air, I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said,
I think that they'd been rather coy about sort of specific questions for a while, because I used to ask, like, is this a hidden object game?
Yes,
and
exactly.
I felt like they just wanted it to be like an app for a $2.99 on the App Store, kind of a poke, use the name Alora Bow. But I mean, I'd love to know different, but they would never give me a straight answer.
No, me neither. Like I said, I'm still on their mailing list, and they keep saying that they've been in touch with Microsoft, and things are going well, and we're just about to get the license. But
what does that mean exactly?
I don't know. And
I don't know, man.
They started developing another game because they couldn't bring home the bacon working on a project that might never get released, which is fair enough, obviously. But every time someone brings up is this a hidden object game, they suddenly get very coy. They did one newsletter where they said it is definitely not a hidden object game, although there will be objects that are hidden. I was like, what? That's a non-answer.
I know, and then sometimes posts will come up, but then they'll disappear again because they're deleted, and I'm like, it all just seemed a little sketchy to me.
But anyway, fair play. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and
same here. I'm happy to be wrong anytime. In fact, I love it when I am wrong. It means I've learned something. So
exactly. Yep. A lot of people were wrong about Space Venture. You never know.
True. So we just stirred 2 vats in a row, and if you stir a third one...
Can you stir Yvette's vats?
The strong fumes are making you very dizzy.
Yay!
Oops. Oopsie. You're in a heck of a pickle now.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but I'm going to go ahead. Toga mentioned giving all the stuff back, including Jane Jensen. I know for a fact that if she gets Gabriel Knight back, that was Roberta's responsibility. So keep that in mind if you hear any Gabriel Knight projects coming up.
Yes, I heard this one as well. Yep. And it's not as outlandish an idea as you might think, and I'll leave it at that.
So on that mysterious note,
yes,
yeah. How do you want? We'll turn on the speech and text for this. This is VAT 13, the one that a few minutes ago we heard Olympia come over the intercom and say, "Hey, the valve is jammed. So why don't we go investigate this? See what's over here?
Why don't we jiggle on over there?"
Yep.
Piranhas?
Warthogs.
Could it be?
No.
Yes.
Possibly.
It's heavy. It's shiny.
God damn it, I'm in love.
It's real gold. It's got a sharp point at one end. It's the Dagger of Amon Ra.
Roll credits. We're done.
Yay.
Oh, we found it. You can let us out now.
Yep.
And the fanfare just keeps going. It's just Chris Brayman's 24-minute opus just plays over this one screen.
Pick it up and place
It was cool to hold the actual dagger at the fanfare, right? Because we had a replica of it there.
I just love that the punchline to that majestic fanfare was, you pick it up and place it in your purse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like immediate deflation.
Can I hear this now or not? Or did we?
I really, really like the replica, but I wish it had said "Made in Philadelphia" on it because it would have been funny.
That would have been.
That would have been great.
Oh, one thing we should mention also at the fanfare, Roberta gave out these Schottenjäger medallions. That
right, I've got mine right here
You've
on
got yours
my
right
neck
there?
right now.
Yeah.
I do.
And I had mine on at some of the panels, and the one crazy thing was, so at one point I went to dinner with a couple of people and a few people, and when it was time to go home, they sort of left me at the convention center. Now our Airbnb was like 5-minute, 10-minute walk away from the Airbnb, but no one had actually shown me how to get there, so I was just sort of winging it, and eventually it dawned on me. I'm like a 7-foot gangly son of a bitch wearing all black nail polish and a Schottenjäger medallion around my neck, and this is a fairly sketchy neighborhood. I'm dead, aren't I? And then Eric pulls up in his car and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, didn't have to restore that save game.
Now Trolls thinks every American city is like Long Beach, California. Compton.
No, I mean, the first, PAX in Seattle was a very, no, I actually did see one girl get mugged, or like semi-mugged. Like a homeless person came up to her and went, it's like non-verbal things, and she just went, "Leave me alone," and then she kept walking, and people went up to her and went, "Are you okay? Did you know that person?" No. So it's like a semi-mugging, but it was like broad daylight. So other than that, nice place. But we were woken up by gunshots in Tacoma once.
Yeah, that place was hardcore, man. Like, if I think, like, Portland had its sketchy zones, but, like, Tacoma, at least where the Airbnb was, thank goodness there was, like, this 12-foot high fence all the way around the property covered in fake vines. Otherwise, it would have been rather freaky ghetto. It was amazing otherwise.
It looked like one of those compounds where you got, like militant separatists with guns in the basement kind of thing. It was fun.
It did.
I don't know, man. I think ours was pretty nice, eh? Or nice.
Yours was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't hear any gunshots over at ours. But
minimal muggings.
Like even the interior of the Airbnb was trying to kill us. Roberta and I joked. I think it was Roberta who came up with the stairs of doom, because the stairs were carpeted, but they were also really, really small, and it claimed the life of Michael Council's butt cheeks at least one occasion. Like he just fell flat on his ass and rolled down.
James still has the scar on his shoulder. It's in a half moon shape from the handrail in there, and it's still there quite visibly. It's a forever memory.
Mystery house.
Yeah. It was fun though. Originally, I was invited to. Oh, Josh Hill left. I was invited to his Airbnb, where all the famous people were staying. But since, Roberta and Michael went to such lengths to get me there, and I felt I needed to be near them, and I think I made the right choice, honestly.
Yeah, the other Airbnbs were fun. They were crowded anyway. By the time that you got there, you would have been like sleeping on the floor by the time that you arrived. So
I was kind of sleeping on the floor at the other because
okay.
Roberta had no idea that I was going to crash there, but I was but I gotta be with you guys. So they had this inflatable air mattress on the floor, but it had a puncture. So even though I mean Roberta like hooked it up to a pump at 4 a.m. just we were all pretty drunk at the point, but she made sure that it was nice and inflated so I could get a good night's sleep. And I swear, I woke up the next day, I was like halfway down to the floor. It was just, but it was great. wouldn't have swapped for the world.
Sure.
And also, I'm sorry, it was in the living room,
go ahead.
and I unfortunately I'm one of those annoying people who snore, and Eric was on the couch next to me, Eric Elsom, and I woke up like in the middle of the night, and he had his blanket wrapped around his head. He looked like a human burrito. So I was like, oh, sorry, dude.
It was a fun weekend.
Yes. Okay.
So many stories out of that. No worries. Okay, so what we need to do next, you might have seen that there's this glint in this painting here. And so you can magnify into it. This is, if you look at this.
An authentic recreation, at least in Bosch's mind, of happy-go-lucky skeletons tormenting a dead king named Graham.
Wonder what that could be a reference to.
King, which one of them is placing in their treasure barrel.
Well, that's
so
only
there's
fair.
A key over here.
I think that's only fair since he's been stealing like scepters and diamonds and he's just been stealing everything, hasn't he?
So there's a skeleton key here.
Jeepers, the shiny key on the painting even feels real. Probably because it is. Although you have a natural attraction to shiny objects,
she's an eagle apparently.
Attached to the painting and obviously can't be removed by hand.
I don't know why it's obvious that it can't be removed by hand. Whatever. All right, you guys get to choose. We can actually either use the wire cutters or the dagger to pry that thing off. It doesn't matter which one.
Dagger is not a priceless artifact in the slightest. Who cares?
Yeah.
With careful use of the
What Roberta and I always used on purpose.
Key off the Bosch painting without any serious damage.
To the dagger.
Yay. Or the painting.
Yeah. Oh, who cares about the painting?
It's an.
I always thought it was funny. There's serious damage, so it implies there's some damage that happened.
Oh man.
Oh, do we get to see the Dermestid beetle death now?
We do. We do.
Yes.
This door.
We made it.
No, maybe we don't. I forget what the trigger is for these doors to be locked or not, but I might just cycle the screen a couple of times.
I think it just cycles, yeah.
And I might need to like go out and then back in again. I can't remember how this works.
Oh, I love these invisible triggers where it's like the dog puzzle in King's Quest 7. Like yeah.
I figured out a number of things, like so much in this game you'd have no idea, and my brain. But this I can't. This one I haven't yet.
This door.
Why is it locked? Because we need to get that's what we need to do. I don't know. Should we hang out in here until Ernie gets in here? Maybe that's one of the things. Why don't we do that? We'll hang out in here.
I could have sworn there's a way to unlock it.
We can try the skeleton key. I don't think that's gonna work.
No, because the skeleton key's for the trunk is the thing.
It is, yeah. But there's
I could have sworn there's a way to unlock it. And my brain's being like, yeah, you can unlock it. And I'm like,
just stab it with the dagger.
I don't know why.
Come on.
I know that Ernie comes in here eventually if we just wait. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Hey, where's Roger when you need him?
Apparently they haven't been used for a while since they're stuck to the floor.
Oh man,
I guess that's the way of saying like you can't get this.
Oh wait,
this is.
Yeah. That don't touch it. You don't know where you've been.
Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been.
That's the generic. You can't do that in this game.
But it's also a generic. You can't do that in Space Quest 4, and so you gotta wait. Leslie Ball 4, Gary Owens. No, wait. In Space Quest 4, it's don't touch that. We don't know where you've been.
To find it when he comes looking for it.
Yeah, we aren't missing anything. There's literally nothing else to do except go into that room and get into the trunk at this point.
Oh, Anna, leave and come back is the game's equivalent of, did you try and turn it on and off?
I'm gonna wait till Ernie comes in here.
Thank you.
Oh, God, Shank is. He says maybe the Beatles are still rehearsing. Oh,
No.
God. Oh, no.
Oh, dear Lord.
No.
Adorable.
This is a private office, Miss Bo. Please leave.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Leach. I thought this was just a storage room. I'll leave now.
Bye.
It just sounds like opening a desk drawer. Come on.
This door.
God damn it. Is this door locked too now?
This door.
I love the dispassionate.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember what we need to do.
It's complete dispassionate reading of that. This door is locked. It's just like a more polite way to say, now fuck off. This is the rest of the stream, fellas.
It might be, actually, if I can't figure this out. We're going to the other side of the museum and come back. And then...
Oh, please tell me it's not an RNG thing.
It's not. There's some yeah, I don't know. I've never... Oh, there he is.
Something I can do for you, Miss Bo?
I like this line.
Mr. Leach, can you let me out of this museum? I don't like it in here. People keep dying.
It's just such an inconvenience, you know.
Yeah.
I seem to have lost my door keys.
You don't seem terribly worried about it either.
I find that very disturbing.
Me too. I can't even let myself out of the building.
You could break a window, couldn't you?
Here until I find those keys.
Yeah, somehow I find it hard to believe that there's only one door to the entire museum.
Yeah.
And
It seems
there's
like
no
a
way
fire
to
hazard.
break it.
Okay.
Oh,
It
yeah.
also begs the question. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying this is fun. So, you know, the game is called the Dagger of Amon Ra, right? And this we found the missing Dagger of Amon Ra because it was stolen. If you show it to people, no one gives a shit.
Hey, don't point that at me. I'll give you all my money.
That fucking line reading. Again.
But I'm kind of busy right now. Is there something I can help you with? If not, I've got work to do.
This is literally people who've never seen the script before reading the line for the first time, and they just go, "Yep, fine, moving on to the next one."
Yep, I read it. Let's go.
And I honestly, I'm not being a dick. I don't blame them. There's a lot of dialogue in games like this.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Deserve better.
Ames, what was you? There was something in the chat.
Yeah, you were saying something, Ames.
Oh, I don't remember.
Something in the chat.
I have puppy brain. Don't worry about it.
Oh well. Never mind, chat. You'll have to repeat it.
I don't remember what I was thinking about.
This door.
Oh well, you just came through it.
I know, yeah. There's a little conversation. Maybe this is part of it. I don't know.
So much.
It's this one actually isn't that important. We're just gonna skip past it. Let's see if that does anything.
Does any? Okay.
Oh
so
yeah, I remember what I was gonna say.
Right.
It only having one entrance really begs the question of like, how the heck did they get all the stuff in? Like, the coal's not coming in through the front door for the fireplace, you know? Like, where are they getting in?
Turns out the roof is detachable, so they just sort of airlifted it in, and they put it back like a cookie jar lid. Michael in the chat asked, does anyone wish to share their memories about Roberta? I have one, which I guess didn't really, it didn't like originate from Roberta, but she was present, and she certainly did nothing to stop it. I think it was the first or maybe the second time I went to PAX. We were in Roberta's hotel room. Adventure Game Geek was there, and it was his first time at PAX. And I don't know if you know Adventure Game Geek. He's a lovely, lovely man. He can be a little on the shy side. So, of course, we bring him up to Roberta's room. The whole CGG gang is there. I've got some beers. They've got some drinks, and we sort of force a beer down Adventure Game Geek's throat, and somehow the conversation turns to dolphins. And Anna knows exactly where I'm going with this. For some, I don't know what triggered it, but somehow we got you know me. Somehow I said the phrase dolphin fucking. Sort of out of context, really. It wasn't really clear who was doing the fucking and where the dolphin was involved, but Roberta just sat there and giggled, and all of a sudden, that was the entire conversation of the evening. It all circled back to dolphin fucking. And it was just so great.
That's the best. I remember, actually, yeah, mine was to do, well, I mean, I remember the very first time I met her, she had a delivery back in 2018 of some big boxes that were in somebody's garage, and she opened up the box and it had Larry Utilities and all these other games in it, and I dived at it and I was hugging them, and she's like, oh my God, you're making love to the games. You just want to make love to all the games. And she put them all around me, and we didn't take a picture at the time. We should have. And every time I saw her, she says, oh my God, I need to get you a big box of Sierra games because we know how badly you want to make love to them all. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I do.
Oh, good God. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, she was game for, I mean, yeah,
all the way.
She had that sense of humor, and it was good.
Thank you. Wilco Webb in chat was trying to help me out. It's funny. The first thing he asked was, "Do you need the snake oil yet?" And the meat, and that's what we were trying to get to the whole time. It's in this room. What I had to do was go eavesdrop on or like hide behind the tapestry. There's a meeting that the countess. That's important for plot reasons. Anyway, there's snake oil. Now, let's do this here. All right. There's this, chest here, and it's locked. So why don't we go ahead and open it? Oh yeah, Daisy's here. Oh wait, hold on. You can talk to Daisy.
Oh, it actually says hi.
Aww. Wait.
What?
We can talk back to her.
Wow. Loony? That's what we use for money here.
Yeah, I know.
And you can even interrogate her about stuff. As someone pointed out in chat. Let's see here. I think it's. See, so it's like German, squeak, 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 and there's little variations.
Cute.
Oh, that's cute.
But she's looking at this chest for some reason. So and it's locked. So why don't we go ahead open here? I wonder what's inside of this thing.
Lorelei's demented fantasy come true. There you fucking Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Fresh meat.
Oh, that escalated.
Yes.
A little bit.
That's Roberta's favorite death.
There you
and
go.
Mine.
Is it right there?
Yeah, right there.
There you go. You want to see something funny? So here, we'll do it this way. You do it. Okay, so there's a timer for this, right? Like that's the, like there's some time. It's like 6 seconds. And so when I'm up here in the menu bar, that timer's not going, right? I have to be down here. But if you crank the lantern, it does this animation. And so what happens is that the first timer expires when that animation is going. And so you can never die now. And you can actually move around the room like this.
So broken. Oh my
beautiful.
God.
I love it.
And I love when you exit the room too. So that's fun.
Amazing.
Oh God, I love it.
So if we look in here, there's this slab of meat.
A slab of meat which smells ripe. Veins of rancid fat forming abscesses that ooze copious amounts of pus run through the decomposed cut of beef. Yum, just like Mom used to make.
Oh.
My goodness, girl. You and your fingernails and your slabs of beef.
And your eyeballs. It's almost as good as eyeballs. That has to be a Lorelei. That was so graphic.
That was.
So there that. So we need to feed this to the beetles. And they don't eat it. They
just scurry off with it.
Scurry off with it.
Oh, scurry, friends, scurry away with your bloody meat.
Hello. Man, there's some fast-acting little critters.
I guess that was a spoiler.
Which reminds me, this is probably a well-known anecdote, but the whole squeaky thing reminds me of King's Quest V and the talking rat. In the CD version, the rat is voiced by Roberta Williams herself.
It is.
They just pitched her up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
I didn't know that. That's great.
Yep.
Yes.
You pick it up
and she's completely. It's completely impossible to know what she's saying if you don't have subtitles on, because this is back when pitching stuff up and down was a little on the wonky side.
Okay. You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Ernie's office.
So we're gonna skip the eavesdropping, but basically you overhear Yvette and Ernie in there, and they're Yvette's being herself. So let's go on in and see what we find.
Oh, hello.
I like these lines we're about to hear.
Wow.
Am I gonna have to spank you? Ames Gray.
No, I think you've got your hands full, dude. Oh yeah, well, it's the first time for anything.
And okay, we got the dialogue options earlier. I want to know, why don't we get a yes no?
Exactly. Maybe we are interested. Who are they to assume?
Oh, Changa says, didn't you have a good Ken Williams story earlier? It is sort of tied to Roberta, but it's mostly a me story, so I don't know if it's appropriate. But the second time I was at PAX. Hey, meat.
Meat doesn't respond, and the bugs continue on their journey.
So dry.
They're off to eat someone. Anyway, the long story short was because I was going to be a panelist at the second time at PAX. My flight there and accommodations were paid by a Sickness Entertainment, which is Ken Williams, basically Ken and Roberta Williams's money. And then I was pulled from the panel, and so I gave the money back to Ken, and I said, well, I'm not going. Because Roberta and the CGG gang pooled money and said, you got to be here anyway. We'll just hang out and have a good time. And that's just Roberta. Even though we're not going to do the panel anymore, I have nothing to contribute. She was just, yeah, but you got to come out anyway. And so she did that. Like all the pals in the CGG network, they pulled the money together and got me a plane ticket. And the funny thing was, they didn't have to get money for accommodations, because it turns out that my hotel room was still booked and paid for by Ken Williams. I say Ken Williams. We like to joke that it's Ken. It's Sickness Entertainment, but it's Ken and Roberta Williams's money, and so that basically means I was staying at a fairly nice hotel on Ken Williams's dime, and more than one time, I have to say, we did go to the hotel bar and just put the tab on the room. Just no, actually no, it was a single time, but we did have some gin and pepper, which, if you don't know, it's a gin and tonic with a dash of pepper in it, because that's sort of a tradition. And I'm sorry, Ken, it was a very good gin. So that's my Ken Williams story.
There you go.
But then Ken is. I would assume he's fine with it, because he at the Adventure Game Fanfare, Ken bought Michael Council bought him a drink at the bar. So Michael goes up to the bar. After all the panels, there's a hangout. And there's a little bar there, and Ken Williams is standing next to me. So Michael goes, "Can I buy you a drink, Mr. Williams? I'm a huge fan. You basically rescued my childhood and all that shit." And Ken just turns to him and goes, "No, why don't I buy you a drink?" And literally, the rest of our stay there, every time you cornered Michael, he would go, "Ken Williams bought me a drink."
It's amazing.
That was great.
It's awesome.
I'm going to have to go in a few minutes. I'm moving my son this afternoon, and I have to make deliveries to my friend who's in the hospital.
Oh no!
So
I was actually wondering when it would be a good time to close.
We can stop it now. We've seen the cool deaths. Like the act literally ends in a minute. Let me show just one more thing, because it's funny.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I mean, I've been having a great time. Thank you.
Yes, me too. And I really don't want it to end.
There's another one of these meetings that we overhear, but because we closed the door here, the game doesn't account for it, and he walks right through it. And then Olympia is supposed to join him, but she never does.
Oh, she's stuck behind the door.
She's stuck behind the door.
Amazing.
I mean, there's only so much. Oh, and again, he is sort of face
from the
beyond
Ministry of Silly Walk.
Yes.
Yep.
That is great.
Anyway, that's it. Okay, you know what? There's one more death. So
Sure.
well,
Yeah, come
there
on.
she is.
Yes.
This is the last one that we'll see.
Dum, dum,
Oh,
dum. Aw.
Oh no.
At this point, she's just like, oh
no.
god, another one. No
So
more screaming.
He's
the
there.
eyeball.
He's dead. Yeah.
You consider doing the traditional thing and closing Ernie's eyes.
Aw.
but
No,
decide
that's
that
not what
perhaps
we
it's
wanted to
better
do,
not
narrator.
tamper with his body, which, though this may seem cold, is evidence of murder.
You were perfectly willing to poke a corpse's eyeballs out like an hour ago. What changed?
Oh, Jefferson in Twilight is telling me to point something out. So I don't know if you noticed earlier, but in all of his portraits when he's talking, Ernie has a mustache, and then for some reason he does not have one in his death portrait.
You just had to shave. Quick, if I'm gonna die, I better shave first.
Yeah. Who was the lady just walking by? The one.
That's
in the
Olympia.
Olympia. I love how people just nonchalantly walk past dead people hanging off, being impaled and shit. And it's like, yeah, not my problem.
Nope.
You
Yep.
are smelling like the brewery, mein Kapitan. Either you've
Sure in Bigora.
Whatever. Hold on.
Sure,
We'll
in
just- we'll
Beagle.
listen to
Witch has been murdered.
What was that, lass?
Ernie is dead.
Well, at least he went out with a smile.
you finally come to us to confess. Is that it?
Dude, lay off.
Confess? No, I'm reporting a murder.
And you was the first one to find the
Come on,
body,
Heinrich,
then?
give it up.
Well, I guess so.
Quite a coincidence, Fräulein.
Michael in my chat just went, yeah, it was a fake mustache. Gravity did the rest.
Yeah. That's right.
Calm down, Heimlich. If there's any interrogating to be done, I'll be the one who does it. Now then,
In
lass,
my
where do you
eternally
find the body?
varying accents.
The mastodon room. He's hanging from some mastodon tusks.
Ah, he's probably just sleeping on the job.
God.
That's the one I love.
Well, I'll go take a look at him then. If I need to talk to you, I'll find you later.
There's just like no sensitivity with these people. Oh, the mustache was the real victim. Ernie was just collateral damage. Says Papaya Chemist. I mean, I poked him in the eyeball and everything.
So, yeah, so that's a good place to stop. We finished the longest
Yeah.
act in the game.
That's good.
How we've
Wow,
been going for
thank
a
you.
while.
That is so fun to play along with you, OneShortEye, and also it was just so nice to have everybody here to talk about Roberta. I mean, I miss her a lot. The weird part is somehow she is still here in all the threads that she started, in the friendship she built, and the way that she made each and every one of us feel seen. And that's the kind of presence that never goes away. And I'm really thankful for that.
Here, here.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking about it like lighting a fire in you. Like she shared her own warmth, and now you get to share it with others. It's kind of how I've been thinking about it today.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, even though it happened fairly recently, and we were all shattered by it, everyone who was close to Birdie, and even just people who were in her orbit somewhere, were shattered by it because it happened so suddenly. And here we are, playing one of her favorite games, laughing and having a good time, and it's. I'm not a religious man. I'm not even a supernatural man. All of that can get fucked, but there is something about that spirit that's still hanging around. Like I said, she was the glue that bound us all together, and she continues to be, even though she's not physically with us anymore. So that's
Here, here.
And if I
Absolutely.
can make one more plug for it, I just put the link in my chat again. If you've been enjoying this and you feel like it, I put the chat for the GoFundMe that Josh set up. It's to ease the medical expense burden. And so if you're interested at all in that, please check that out. Throw a couple of bucks at it. Every little bit helps. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thanks so much for all your support, everybody. for real. It's made losing her make me go from I just lost my best friend and reason for living to maybe my favorite community. I should probably rejoin it. And I've been, I don't know, it's been so helpful in so many ways. I really love y'all.
I love you for sure, man.
Love you too.
all.
And it's, I mean, there's
Love you too.
There's, I think there's a. I mean, it's always sad when someone passes away, especially as suddenly as this happened. But if they leave a mark on someone afterwards, and in this case, she left a mark on a lot of people. But if she leaves a positive mark on someone, then there's just, I mean, that's the legacy of a true wonderful person. So, a lot of people, you know, they pass away. You're sad for a week, and you go, yeah, well, life goes on. And Roberta is not going to be like that. And fuck me if I'm not going to keep talking about Roberta until the end of my days, because she was worth it. Well, so fuck it. Did anyone have a good time?
Yep. I absolutely.
I had a great time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for everybody for being here. Yeah.
Yeah. And thanks very much to OneShortEye, because this was just like a flash in the pan idea. I was just like, hey, we should do a tribute stream, and he was on board. So cheers very much, and thanks
always.
And Anna for once again warping your way into. No, I'm just kidding. No,
That's exactly what I just said. Oh, are you guys doing a thing? Can I join? And then they're like, well, I guess.
No.
Jeez.
I mean, in all seriousness, I can't believe we haven't done more things together, Anna, because we just ping pong off each other so well. And
true.
And of course, Josh Mandel. I don't know what just happened to the camera there, but thank you so much for.
I'm here.
Thank you so much
for being
here.
Thank you, Josh.
I'm here. Oh, thank you for having me. This has been a combination of a blast from the past and a very sad but sweet recollection. And
thanks
to everyone who donated, and thank you all.
Oh, and you said
thanks for organizing it.
Our pleasure. I was about to say, but Josh, you said that donations had gone up since we started streaming. Is that has it made an impact?
Yes, it certainly has. It's I haven't checked in a few minutes, but it's been it's definitely gone up sizably since the start of the stream. So
good. Then it was all worth it. Thank you so much, and thank you for organizing that. So hey, there he is.
Hey, it's Josh.
The man himself.
It was nice to see you.
There he goes.
All right.
All right. Well, have a good evening, and thanks to everybody in chat. The chat, as always, is phenomenal in any of these events. We had, I think, like 50-something people in the YouTube at one point, and various other people in other places. Really appreciate seeing you there, whether you had met Roberta or not. Just know that she has touched so many bits of this community that it has influenced your daily life in some way or another, I'm sure, even if you don't know it. And it's going to continue to, because the way she's brought the adventure game community together now is solid, and we're going to capitalize, not financially, but friendshiply, in that, continuing to see support for indie games. You know, if you see somebody making something, share it, share the games, pick it up. Maybe don't even wait till it goes on sale, whatever it is, right? Just keep putting the love out there for adventure games from the past and present, because that's really what she was all about. She was supporting everybody, no matter how small the project, at all times.
Yeah, and also an inclusive environment. People are welcome from all walks of life, as long as they keep their heads cool and have a positive attitude. Everyone is welcome. That's one thing she was like really. It doesn't really matter who you were or where you came from, as long as we're all together and having a good time. And again, she would go into those long-winded spiels about the most important thing to her was that people were having a good time and they came together, and she was very much about that whole community thing. So, and here we are, hopefully living up to that, and we'll continue to. I will shut up now and let OneShortEye take us out.
Yeah, no, just I think that's a great place to stop it. But again, yeah, thank you to, gosh, everybody in chat, everybody here, and thank you, Roberta.
Yes.
And that, yeah. So for my chat, I'm gonna end the stream here, but
same.
Appreciate everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
Night all.
Take care.